And there we go. Ahoy everyone and welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
Please, mighty Lieutenant Drakir, at your service, along with... wait. I think I've grown a bit too used with having the other two as co-hosts. Like, we've been having a lot of co-hosts of late.
Yeah. And, yeah, welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero, where... Yeah, I looked into things a bit more, and I was indeed right that the background music was glitched through pretty much the entirety of the previous stream. So, yeah, I guess we went through Fufu's agent store without much, if any, background music. So, yeah.
I hope we did not miss any unique music to her, but that would be a shame.
Yeah, I'd need to double check when exactly it might have cut off, and it seems to have already cut off again here for some reason. Huh. Yeah, there is supposed to be music, but I tested it earlier, it was playing perfectly. Okay. Like, I did read that doing a few dailies, or something that forces you into something, seems to fix it, so let's give this a bit of a shot. Give that a shake. Divination is for entertainment only. Okay, still... Okay. People haven't been able to figure out what causes this. Maybe if I jump around the menus a bit. Yeah, we still got some ongoing stuff. We've got, well, permanently available events here.
Yeah, normally, from what I know, they usually fixes these things just to restart the game.
Yeah, we can give that a quick shot. I did log in a bit earlier to check in on this. And, yeah, we are currently at level 20 here. But again, I'm keeping that mostly separated. We'll see if they're... Okay. Didn't know that there was a charging port there.
But they did
we'll
mention
keep it
about
mostly
that.
separated.
They talked about that in the game.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, the place has been cleaned up, and now there's actual plant life around as well. So things are slowly but surely improving, but yeah, let's do a quick check if just restarting the game will help. I will need to turn it off for a bit to, well, avoid, or to turn that off to avoid, well, email address and such.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like,
not that game.
normally that's usually fix many things. Like, some week ago, my TV made a weird sound. I turned it on, and it was sort of with no sound. So I turned it off. Then turned it on again, and it made sound normally, and all sound were back. And I only did that method due to my old TV did that on a very rare occasion as well.
Yeah, there's probably some actual studies into that as to why turning something off and on again actually works. But yeah, I presume it is in part because it'll hopefully shock something back into position or something, the same way that sometimes giving something a smack will help. Though of course,
in this case, it's more of a you turn it off, then when you turn it on, it hopefully starts up properly.
Yes, it's the same with my computer and the Bluetooth for some freaking reason. Like, sometimes the Bluetooth will work when I start up the computer, but other times it just don't. Like, I don't get it. Anyways, let's see if it helps this time. I think I have noticed that sometimes extended play sessions can cause the background music to fizzle out or something. Though that might have been from me just hanging around in the restoration minigame for too long. Minigame? Could you call it? Yeah, with the restoration stuff, it seems that if you stay in there long enough, eventually the music will just die off. Okay. Come on, game. There we go. Like, these stutters during loading, those have been there pretty much since we started, I think. And still no music. Okay. For a second I thought that was freaking wise, but no. If we just go in here quickly, get the cats to work yet again. Like, it seems to have something to do with going through menus. We've seen you there before. Hello. Is this from... not seeing any pop-ups above them, or bubbles above them, so not from an event or such. I'd rather not really continue without the music, so let's jump over... let's see... to the HIA, to see if just doing a mission, or doing anything there, will hopefully fix something. Let's see, because that seemed to fix it last time I did any of that. Or that'll do. I guess the game, the game got threatened into functioning. Okay. Well, back here then, and hopefully it doesn't just cut off again. Okay, some stuttering during the loading. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Quite a difference, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we know something that seems to work. Hello again, you.
I'm very sorry, Ishwan Shufu. My dad still won't talk to me about the Sky Letter.
Wait, is this... Actually, I think this is from the restoration project, so... Why was that selected? Yeah, I'll just have to cut this out and into the that video then.
No need to apologize. I should be thanking you for trying to help. But this isn't something we can force. The Tide Fair was created to lift people's spirits, to bring hope to the community. If it starts causing strife between a father and son, wouldn't that defeat the whole purpose?
My dad used to love the Tide Fair. He'd bring the whole family along. To be honest, I didn't think much of it at the time. But after hearing him talk about it so much, I've started to see it differently. Now look at us. I'm the devoted one, and he's the one who's turned away from it.
Was the Tide Fair always so popular?
Maybe this is a good time to share what I know about the Tide Fair. The founder of Swabian Temple started traveling the world after leaving Waifei and hasn't returned to Yunkwei Summit since. I've only learned bits and pieces from records that were left behind. Decades ago, mystics from Yunkwei Summit first arrived in Waifei. Back then, the ether currents around the hollows were even more violent than they are now. Families were torn apart. People lost loved ones to the hollows, never to hear from them again. So a mystic created a special kind of paper bird called a sky letter. She had the people of Waifei write messages inside them, words of longing or prayers for family and friends. And then the mystic, armed only with her sword, carried a basket full of sky letters into the hollow and released them with a spell. The thoughts and prayers of Waifei were scattered across the hollow, and strangely enough, the violent tides around the hollow began to calm after that.
I can take the story from here. Afterward, the mystics settled down here and built Swabian Temple. People kept releasing sky letters, and the ritual became an annual tradition, the Tide Fair. Nowadays, people still write sky letter messages for loved ones lost in the hollow, or blessings for those about to enter it. Then a mystic at Swabian Temple performs a spell to send the Skylitters flying into the hollow on their own. But we never knew the name of that mystic. Everyone just called her the Swabian Temple Shifu. Over time, the name stuck, and people just started calling her Sway Shifu.
Yunquei Summit does have her name on record, but it's possible she just made it up, too. I wouldn't be surprised if she's using a different name now. Off wandering who knows where. In any case, I'll find another way to investigate the Skyletter. Whether I succeed or not will depend on fate.
I believe in my dad. I don't know why he's not talking, but I'm sure he'll come around. This is what everyone in Wi-Fi wants, and what my brother would want too.
Your brother?
Yeah, I had an older brother. He loved the Tide Fair. But 11 years ago, he... forget it. Doesn't really matter now. Anyway, I'll stop bothering you. It's about time for me to head back.
It was just a single sigil. But somehow, it's gotten a lot more complicated.
You think so? Personally, I feel like we're getting closer to the truth. But don't let it weigh on you. Just focus on what's in front of us. It will be up to fate whether it works out in the end.
Okay. Yeah, let's actually pick the correct mission so we can continue, or rather get started, with Chapter 2. There we go. I should have noticed from the freaking color. Okay, safety inspection. Okay. What are you two up to? Also, yeah, I don't know exactly when, but new people have started to show up at the temple. Probably to do with the restoration level and such. Hey, Yorbell. What are you guys talking about? Perfect timing, Junior. I was just about to call for you. You got a minute? There's something I want to discuss. Yep, Senor Yinu, please... yep, there we go. Okay.
Junior, you remember Damien, right? The head of Porcelumex in Wi-Fi Peninsula. He sent someone to us with a banquet invitation.
Okay.
A banquet invitation? Judging by the look on your and my brother's faces just now, I thought he had sent some kind of legal notice.
He wouldn't dare. If it weren't for all of us from Yunquei Summit helping him take care of the Exaltists, he wouldn't be living the good life now. But as for the invitation, it does seem to have a connection with the corruption incident.
How so?
Here's the situation. Even though Top suppressed any media about the Exaltists causing chaos in Wi-Fi Peninsula, news had already spread citywide.
Citywide meaning Wi-Fi or New Eridu-wide? Because the more we expose the Exaltists, the less likely it is that any of their plots will actually succeed, because people will wise the hell up to their shit.
That or be more paranoid.
True.
The production of Porcelume is super important. Neither Tops nor Porcelumix can pretend that nothing happened. So over the next 2 weeks, Tops will lead a safety inspection in Wi-Fi Peninsula and urge a swift return to business as usual.
Of course.
But what does the safety inspection have to do with the banquet?
Think about it, Junior. With an investigation happening, many relevant people will have to come to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Porcelumex has to fulfill its duties as a host and entertain everyone. Although the security investigation doesn't involve Yunquei Summit, that Damien kid is pretty cunning. He'll leverage all his connections and resources to get closer to us.
Yeah.
Senior Suryuan told me that right after the corruption incident was over, Damien sent a generous gift, but Shifu turned it down. We were just discussing whether we should attend this banquet. According to Shifu's philosophy, Yunquei Summit shouldn't get too close to Porcelumix. But since we're active in Wi-Fi Peninsula, we still have to consider maintaining a working relationship with Damien.
If you ask
Sadly,
me,
yeah.
now is the perfect time to attend such a banquet.
Okay, what specific reasons would you have? Any personal ones?
Why do you say that, Senior?
Guess we're going to find out.
Shifu and Senior Shuyuan returned to Yunquay Summit a while ago and won't be back anytime soon. If the three of us attend the banquet, it'll show Damien some respect without drawing too much attention. Besides, he already knows Shifu isn't around, so it's not like she's deliberately avoiding him.
Okay, but on the other hand, that means he could be trying to weasel into our good favors to get around her. Also, I noticed that Belle and Wise's outfits have the same color scheme, only they're placed differently. Like with Belle, the primary color is black, while with Wise it is gray, which fits his hair more. And it's more the secondary and primary colors swapped around, with it being gray being secondary with Belle, but the black being secondary with Wise.
Wait, what about Senior Fufu?
Well, yesterday we happened to learn that she had failed her arithmetic course, so Shifu called her back overnight for remedial lessons. I'm afraid she won't be able to make the banquet this time.
Okay, with how much I've seen people joke about Fufu and foods, it's probably for the best that she doesn't attend.
I didn't expect the academic standards at Yunquay Summit to be so strict. Anyway, getting back to the point, I think your reasoning makes sense. We should go to this banquet.
I agree. Plus, I have a feeling there'll probably be some pretty influential guests at the banquet. We might be able to gather some useful information.
All right, it's settled then. We'll do poor Salumex a favor and attend the banquet.
Okay, let's just hope that this doesn't backfire on us. Let's see. Now, the Porcelumex banquet is set for tomorrow night at the banquet hall on the second floor of Yamcha Sin. Let's meet up in front of Yamcha Sin then.
Oh,
Okay.
I just noticed something there with the
Impending crash of waves.
Pon's bracelets.
Oh,
They're hollow.
okay. Need to check that out later. Okay, I'm guessing we'll get more insight into him here, but we also have a new faction to learn about now, though we'll have to see who they are. Let's see. I've actually forgotten in which order the groups appear again. So, actually, I think I know who it is, just from. Actually, I think I know who it is just from the order in which some of the side events have been. Let's see. The next day, after taking care of some personal matters, evening arrives.
Wise and Senior Inhu must have gone to Yamcha Sin. Better go meet them there.
Alright. Dinner still hasn't arrived. My stomach's growling like crazy. Well, should be here soon. Okay. Belle, you sure took your time getting here. Senior Yunhu is starving. I saw some premium tangerine peel the other day and couldn't help but splurge on it. Been pinching pennies ever since. But now it's finally time to treat myself with this feast. To be honest with you, Wise, I didn't have lunch today either. You two were acting all cool and nonchalant yesterday. Oh dear, I have a feeling we've fallen right for Damien's trap. You're overthinking it. It's just a meal, no big deal. Exactly, Junior. Overthinking isn't good for your health, you know? Alright, enough chit-chat.
Look at the bracelets.
Oh, yeah. Are those bells? Or supposed to be bells in there?
Yeah, I think the entire thing might be a bell.
Well, he has him on his hat/walk as well.
Yeah, it could be each spike is a bell.
Yeah.
I don't mean the main character, I mean an actual bell.
He has a spare now.
Many. Oh, wait. Oh.
The other way around, yeah. Let's see. Alright, enough chit-chat. Since everyone's here, let's get moving.
Fitting line.
Welcome to Yum Chatsin, esteemed guest of Porsalumex. Please head to the banquet hall on the 2nd floor. Let's head to the banquet hall. About to enter Miss... Okay, I think I know who's actually going to show up here. You then arrive at the banquet hall on the 2nd floor.
Oh,
There he is.
I saw someone.
I didn't expect so many people to show up. Looks like this Wi-Fi safety inspection is quite the big deal. Well, it was a huge mess. But we gotta keep our guard up for this investigation. Yeah, I wouldn't put it above Damien to try and shove some of the blame onto us, to try and frame us. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. Even without the Exaltus causing trouble, there's still a lot of conflict between the workers and Porsalumex regarding work safety. It'd be great if we could resolve all these problems as well. Alright, since Damien sent us the invitation, let's go say hi to him. Hey, juniors, your senior's gonna have to pass on this one. I just don't vibe with that Damien kid, so I'll spare myself the headache. And Belle and I will go. You enjoy your dinner, senior. Try to make up for Shifu and the others' portion too. I don't think you'll have much trouble with that. Well, let's go. Damien is right over there.
Also, I think I saw someone we've seen before
Let's
with
see.
a cane. Of course. Wait, is it him? At the moment, his cane is turned away from us. The group of 4, I think.
It's
Oh no, is that not him?
Ferox?
Oh, okay, that's not the one I thought it was. From
Okay.
Hugo's story.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one is dead or wishing he were dead, but right about now. Okay. Judging by the fact that those two are named means they'll probably be of import. And yeah, you definitely have the look of an important character. I picked up some fighting skills as my research requires being in the hollows. Okay, a researcher with combat experience. Hello there, Slimeball.
Ah, the mystics from Yunquay Summit have arrived. As the host, having at least you two and Master Pan show up for this dinner banquet is truly an honor.
Any more trouble you're having with that furball in your throat? We couldn't have forced it out with any... we couldn't have made that more forced if we tried.
Mr. Damien, it seems like you're a little disappointed that our Sufu couldn't make it today.
Not at all. You're all disciples that Ishwan Shifu trusts deeply. Even from afar in Yunquay Summit, she entrusted you to attend on her behalf. This in itself is a gesture I can appreciate. Please, make yourselves at home tonight and enjoy the banquet. If there's anything you'd like to eat that's not being served, just let me know directly.
Mr. Damien, with so many people here for the safety inspection, do you even have time to worry about our dinner?
It's part of my responsibility to take care of the guests, but I understand what you mean, Master Bell. Considering that the Exaltus appeared in Wi-Fi Peninsula, and Porsalumex is responsible for security, I might seem a bit too relaxed. To be honest with you both, although my official title is General Manager of Porsalumex and Wi-Fi Peninsula, my main responsibility is actually overseeing production. Hollow Security was originally managed by someone else, who was appointed by corporate executives. Though, of course, they have since been relieved of that responsibility.
Right.
I understand now. No wonder you were so willing to provide clues earlier, Mr. Damien. Seems like you had already anticipated the situation. Sounds like you're about to take over security duties, too. Congrats on moving up another rung at Porsalumex.
So just as well he might have been letting things happen, or at least letting them move along to undermine someone above him, huh?
Come now. No need to be cheeky. Things have been rather difficult for me. I'm lucky just to be holding on to my current role, especially with how nerve-wracking it's been getting everything ready for the security investigation. But after seeing the guest list with my own eyes earlier, I finally felt a bit of relief.
Oh?
Oh? Why's that?
Ha! Why don't you have a look for yourselves? There are quite a few guests at tonight's banquet, but in reality, they all fall into just a few categories.
There we have her again.
All these elegantly dressed guests are senior officials from TOPS. The fact that everyone who was invited has turned up is a clear indicator that the connection between TOPS and Porcelumex remains strong.
Or people just want to drink your wine.
Their presence allows us to demonstrate to the military and government that TOPS is fully committed to the safety of Waifei Peninsula. We also sent invitations to the relevant city government departments, but no one showed up, which suggests that the government doesn't want to get involved in the sensitive matters happening between TOPS and the military and Waifei Peninsula. They would prefer to steer clear and let us work things out on our own.
I heard that TOPS and the military often butt heads over Porcelume issues. And it seems the situation is even worse than I imagined.
It is a serious matter, but not something we avoid discussing. The military is the biggest buyer of Porcelume, and by controlling Waifei Peninsula, TOPS essentially controls their most critical resource.
So you basically sell it at as high a price as you can, since they basically can't refuse.
So, it would prove quite difficult if the military chooses to take this chance to cause trouble.
Honestly speaking, between what we've seen of the military and TOPS, I think it'd be much more likely for TOPS to be the one initiating trouble.
It seems that knowing who's from the military guest list is the key to understanding the situation.
And I think we can have a decent guess at who that guest is going to be.
Yeah.
Do you see that lady over there? She's the military's representative.
Got it in one.
But she's not wearing a Defense Force uniform. Isn't this supposed to be a formal event?
That's because Missy Zolda is not a military officer. She's a research consultant. Instead of sending high-ranking officers, they hired a civilian to attend, which sends a clear message. They don't intend to investigate this matter further. Of course, though production was limited after the corruption incident, Porcelumex didn't delay any orders from the military. So, it appears they have acknowledged our sincerity.
That's or they're playing it cool to see if you'll trip up.
No wonder you're so relaxed now. There's no more pressure from TOPS executives, the government, or the military. But what about the rest of the guests? I see a lot of older individuals here too.
Those are members of the inspection team, leading experts in the ether industry. They'll be overseeing the security investigation while providing us with valuable insights. It took great effort to invite these academic giants.
Dear guests, may I have your attention for just a moment? It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today.
Looks like it's time for the real hosts to give their speech.
Okay, weren't you supposed to be the host or something?
Dear guests, thank you for coming to Phylum Heights to participate in the Waifei Peninsula Safety Inspection. I am Lucro, Co-Chief Executive Officer of the Porcelumex Group.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Ferox, also Co-Chief Executive Officer.
Alright.
I've seen Lucro and Ferox on TV before. They run Porcelumex together. Mr. Damien, those two must be your direct superiors, right?
That's right. After the fall of the old capital, Porcelumex's management went through a major reshuffle. Those two were the ultimate victors, but now they're secretly competing against each other.
Of course, and they also have to fend off any snakes in the grass, like a certain someone whose name started with a D.
Is it okay for you to be talking about your superiors like that?
I completely trust both of you, so I feel comfortable speaking openly.
Okay, either he's being a fool here, or he is trying to guilt us into favoring him for the moment.
The previous head of security was one of Ferox's trusted subordinates, but now he's been dismissed. Both of the big bosses are eager to fill that position with their own people. The reason I was able to become the nominal head of Wi-Fi Peninsula was because I don't belong to either side, so I can't disrupt the balance of power in this competition.
Okay, but it also means that you might become a third player in this game.
But the price of remaining neutral is that I've completely lost any chance of moving up. And if I were to take sides, it could come at a fatal cost, destroying everything I've worked so hard to build.
We will
So
work
that-
closely with everyone here to reinforce our security measures and deliver a report to the public that we can be proud of.
Okay, since he can't pick sides and he can't move up, he's looking for outside help.
Ladies and gentlemen, the safety inspection will officially begin tomorrow. For now, please relax and enjoy the banquet.
Wow, the big shots have finally finished their speeches. Thank you both for accompanying me. It's the only reason my good mood's still intact.
Yeah, he is definitely trying to butter us up, huh?
Enjoy the banquet. I've got to go face some heat from my superiors now. If you'll excuse me.
Sure.
Now that Damien's left, what should we do next?
The way you talk, like, we see him when he does bothering up, but now I'm a bit 50-50 on it.
I guess we'll have to see. For now, though, there aren't any direct threats, though something is going to go wrong sooner or later, and I only just now noticed that badge or button that Weiss is wearing. That's supposed to be a crane or something?
Beak too short.
Okay.
Peacock?
Could
No.
be, yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure if female peacocks have that crest on the head. Like, if that's supposed to be a peacock, the most easiest sign would be, of course, the full bird or have it a crest. But I don't know if the female ones have it or not.
Yeah.
And, it's a bird. That we can say for sure.
Yeah. It's neither a plane, and it's neither Superman.
What do you have in mind, Wise? I'll go with whatever you decide.
After hearing all that from Damien, I'm curious about the guests. He's hard to read, and who knows how much of it was true. Let's split up and look around the banquet hall.
Let's split up, gang, and look for clues. Okay. I hunched all over our decks all day, so let's treat this. Such a major incident in the Wi-Fi Peninsula has caused great alarm. We have betrayed your trust with our negligence. No, everyone knows the risk of producing porcelain in the hollow, and who knows when those exaltas might pop up again. It's impressive how Damien, the head of your Wi-Fi Peninsula branch, acted decisively to root out the exaltas, preventing even bigger losses. It's rare to see such gumption in young people these days, all thanks to Mr. Lucro's constant guidance. You flatter me. It's really all thanks to Mr. Ferox's keen eye for talent, finding such a gem like this. Look at you two being all formal with each other. We spend all day hunched over our desks, so it's rare that we get to head out like this. Let's just think of this trip to Wi-Fi Peninsula as a little vacation. We're truly grateful for your kind words. Wi-Fi Peninsula isn't quite like the Throne Quarter, so please excuse our humble hospitality. With poor Salumex hosting, how could anything be less than perfect? The Top's guests at the venue appear relaxed, definitely not looking like they're here to hold poor Salumex accountable. On the contrary, Lucro and Ferox remain hostile in their exchanges, even in front of Top's executives. Damien says he hasn't sided with either party, and it seems to be true. Just thinking about dealing with those two higher-ups gives me a stomachache. Props to him for managing to walk that tightrope.
Yeah, and I think we need to remember, Exaltists are working with many of the Tops as well, so...
Yeah. It might just as well be that someone in here is working with them as well.
Could he be one of those two?
Professor Walker, how's that project you mentioned earlier coming along? I think it has real potential. Yeah, if they could blame the other one for it happening, they'd probably try just about anything to, well, dislodge their rival. Let's see. The direction looks promising, but the requirements for experimental equipment and environment are too high. I'm getting headaches every day over funding issues. You better make the most of this chance. With all the Ops VIPs here, all it takes is a little nod and boom. It's a done deal, right? I'm on good terms with some of them. Want me to introduce you? Yes, please, thank you. It's no big deal, but you and your star pupil should think about helping me with my research project too, right? Yeah, exchanging favors for favors. Sure will. Many experts in the inspection team seem to know each other. Rather than focusing on their duties as part of the inspection team, everyone seems more interested in their own research projects. Well, that's only human nature. But if they get Tops as a sponsor, they can't really say anything about the affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula anymore, right? Yeah, because then it becomes a conflict of interest. I think.
Wait. I think there's more. Or... Wait. Wait, are we going in correct order? Are we supposed to talk with the... Isolde, or whatever her name was?
We can't talk. You're not military? You carry yourself with such poise. You're clearly well trained in combat. Okay, that's the other half of that chat we missed earlier. Hey, miss, we're out of Sui here. I better restock soon. Alright, please wait a moment. I'll head to the kitchen and take care of that for you. Hey, no rush. I heard poor Salumex brought in a special guest chef today. They've got to know how to make lobster 3 ways, right? Let's start with 3, each prepared differently. Remember, for the vermicelli and steamed one, go easy on the oyster sauce in the garlic paste. And don't forget to add sea urchin when making the creamy baked version. Alright, got it. Whoa, you're just straight up ordering? We're just getting started. Time to show you what this panda thyron is made of. Alright, if I can't finish my food, can I get it packed? Yeah, I can get it packed to go, right? Yes, of course. Poor woman has to deal with all this rich people bullshit, and just not hangry or angry, just one hungry panda.
At least he can trust this panda, but to be more friendly and all that.
Yeah. Hold up, you're getting it to go? Sure, takeout might not taste quite as good, but with these top-notch ingredients, I can work some magic when I get home and turn it into another amazing meal. Saves a ton of money, too. Cheapskate. Though then again, he could use it to make meals for the others who couldn't attend here. Yep. And of course he goes for the expensive shit. What?
Are you calling him a cheapskate?
Well, he's doing this so he doesn't have to pay for it himself, huh?
Now tell me, what would you do, Captain?
Okay, at least I would only get food I could actually eat, and well, ask if I can get some stuff for the others who couldn't be here. But 3 portions of all of this.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you order that much.
Alright, just throw in a couple of ounces of that lingsy mushroom from the beef bone soup with wolfberries. My senior brother has been having trouble sleeping lately, and it's getting worse. It'll be a perfect nourishing meal for him. After that...
Hope we didn't miss anything due to me talking there.
I didn't see anyone else who had pop-ups above them.
Oh, I meant like, sometimes we end up talking, then you forget to read the text.
Maybe. Also, if I knew the lines better, I'd be repeating freaking Big Smokes' order here just to make fun of just how much he's freaking ordering. I've already made our rounds through the banquet hall. Time to meet up with Weiss. Okay.
Oh, Belle, you're back. How was it? Find anything interesting?
Just breaking the bank here.
How should I put it? Judging by the guests, the safety inspection doesn't seem as serious as I thought. The experts and top staff were even chatting and laughing. What everyone cares about isn't the Exaltists, or even the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but how to get the porcelain supply back on track.
I actually misread the pop-up line.
No.
I misread share to stare. Stare her thoughts. If it's maybe, wait, what? Oh, share. Alright, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I completely agree. The safety inspection is mainly a way for the city's upper circles to align their intentions, as well as a gesture to reassure the public. Even if there are some safety risks with production inside the Hollow, as long as they're not too serious, I'm sure they'll just sweep them under the rug. But let's not worry about that now. It's not every day you get Porcelumex picking up the tab. What matters most is enjoying the food.
Sorry, dropped something. Where the hell did that go?
Come on, let's enjoy a proper meal, Wise.
All right.
Wow, the ingredients
Enjoy.
say you're top.
My apologies, miss.
It's okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Oh, sorry about that.
Here.
Thank you both very much. Oh, you're with the safety inspection team. Wow, you look so young. And you're already an expert in the ether industry? Sorry, I must excuse myself. Did I say something wrong?
Young lady, seems you're completely at a loss.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the military research consultant.
That's right. My name's Isolde. That girl and I are both decorative props. Just here for show.
I'll have to find what I dropped later then. Okay, sadly it is frequently a case when governments call in inspection people where companies call in inspection people, and it's blatantly obvious that they're just there to just rubber stamp anything that they say and such. Let's see. After learning about the inspection team from Mrs. Ole, you bid her goodbye and have a delicious dinner. Late that night, after Porcelumex's welcome banquet has ended, in a luxury suite prepared by Porcelumex for the inspection team... Okay. Quick change of atmosphere.
The time fields. Not only one of the oldest noble families in New Eridu, but also a renowned name in the field of science. The patent for the anti-corruption medicine widely used on the market today. belongs to your grandfather. If this respected and prestigious surname appears on the investigation team roster, the citizens will surely feel more at ease.
Okay, what the fuck did you pull, Damien?
You flatter me.
What
It's
the-
just that my grandfather is seriously ill right now. So,
I guess we should have expected... Well, they're not the first wolf sirens we've seen. It's just that the one we're familiar with is a lot more fluffy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was not ready to see them. And they are different style of glasses as well.
Okay, the lighting makes the middle one look green. Must mean that
Green?
he's the newbie.
I
Oh,
really
come
don't
on.
think he can handle this.
You misunderstand me. As I just said, all I need is this surname to appear on the list. Aren't you a time field as well?
But I'm just a student. I'm nothing like my grandfather.
Miss, I'm sure you've heard that the corruption outbreak in Wi-Fi Peninsula is closely tied to the failure of anti-corruption medicine. Poor Salumex has every right to file a lawsuit against your family and hold you accountable.
I'm pretty sure we found out that it was the Exaltists who had sabotaged the supply.
The reason? Your family concealed major risks involved in the purification process of the medicine.
That's complete nonsense. It was clearly the Exaltists who...
So what? The media doesn't care about the truth. They just want to see a once honorable family brought to ruin. Miss, the honor of the Timefield family now rests entirely on your shoulders. Think carefully, for your ailing grandfather's sake.
Oof. Okay. I was started to wonder, maybe we should give Damien a chance. I take that back.
Yeah, that was a damn mistake, huh? As he is damning himself with every other word he speaks. Also, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
also
that Butler looks about ready to choke him on the spots.
Yeah, I was a bit 50-50. Was willing to give him. Okay, we will give him a chance to prove himself, and as we can see here,
Well, he has proven himself in one way.
yeah.
Where did that damn thing go?
Oh, Captain, there's a fox in chat.
Yep. Hello there, Jess. Hope you're doing well. And
Hello.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to deal with him sooner or
I
later.
wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to the old man either.
Also, she's wearing some sort of mood belt, it seems, or something. It was blue earlier. And, well, clearly she's not too happy now either.
Grandpa, did I make a mistake? What should I do? What's going on? What's that?
A few minutes later, inside Sweebian Temple, a series of urgent knocks on the door wakes you up.
Well, you're up too.
I'm pretty sure the dead are up from this knocking.
Yeah, also wait. Here we.
Okay, that'll give me a moment to look for where the hell the thing I dropped is. Nothing. Let's see, where did it?
Oh, I just read the line where you were talking about before waking up. Bloody heck. Okay.
Seriously, where the hell did it go? Not on my chair, it's not seemingly under the desk. It is. Where is the damn thing? Oh. Okay, it's not what I was looking for, but it was a pin that apparently fell to the ground at one point. With a black back cup. With a black back. So it was hard to spot against the black of the floor. Where is the damn thing? Also, it is very clear that I need to run the vacuum through here again. Oh, what even? Oh. Okay, I did find something else. Apparently one of the cats must have knocked one of the models on my, on the plank above my desk off or something. Because it wasn't on the ground there. Let's just put that aside for later. And, yep, there it is. Okay. There we go. Okay, I like to keep I like to keep something on hand to keep my hands a bit busy. It's not a fidget spinner or anything like that, but yeah, something to just mess around a bit with a bit. Combined bit and width there. Let's see, Jess is a happy fox, it seems. So okay. Just give a minute for Drakir to return then. Actually, where is Oscar? Okay. Yeah, Oscar's absent for once. He is not sleeping on the bed or anything. Though he has been anxious the last few days. Which generally means that freaking Simba is around again, but supposedly he isn't at the moment. But there is another big cat around, though this one is a lot more docile, and they don't seem to be hostile. But it might be that he's reminding Oscar of Simba. So yeah, the last 2 nights, Oscar's been sleeping in my closet, and last night Ink even joined him in there. I already put up the photo on the Discord. Let's see. Jess, I'm tired fox. Okay. Well, at least you can be a tired fox who listens to some Zenless Zero nonsense.
You rang? Sir?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Alright, and it's obvious which one we're going for.
I just had a dream. Eos and Emilian were playing some new game, and the two of them were happily popping all the tires on our car.
And Nicole just happened to be selling new cars like 5 meters away. Not new cars, but new tires some 5 meters away.
Oh, bloody.
Like, let's be honest. If she thought she could get away with it without getting chased out of the city, she totally would have Emilian do that.
Oh, bloody heck.
Now I'm reminded of a scheme that Team Rocket tried to pull in like how in one of the Johto seasons, I think. It involved Yanma, so it is at least during or past Johto, where they basically riled up some local Pokemon, I believe, to cause it to break windows in an area. And well, then Team Rocket, in some horrible disguise, of course, showed up very conveniently, to sell people quote-unquote iced glass. And yeah, you can guess what happened the moment they ran out of town there. The fucking ice melted.
It was literal ice glass. Oh, for love of...
I might be getting some details wrong, but that was the gist of it. Yeah, I should rewatch some of the old Pokemon stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a VHS somewhere of like the first few episodes.
We have recorded many of the seasons when I was younger, but over the years I ended up realizing I like Digimon more for it was a bit more better story.
Yeah, and this wasn't a recorded one. This was one unofficially sold VHS. Anyways.
Thank goodness. It was just someone knocking on the door.
If Eos knew that's how it appeared in your dream, it'd probably be upset for a whole day. But forget that ridiculous dream for now. Senior Yinhu went to answer the door. Let's go and check what's going on. There must be something urgent if someone's showing up this late.
Do we do ghost busting? Because it looks like we need ghost busting. Okay. The thing is right outside the window, I swear. Easy there, young lady. Take a deep breath and slow down.
Master Pun, that glowing thing really appeared outside my window. I swear on the honor of the Timefield family.
Also, if we have an Alice, who's our hatter?
Captain? Look at her belt.
Okay, yeah. Not a happy bunny.
Is she a bunny?
Ears. And again... Okay, since I have done some of the timed events and such, I do know that, yeah, she is a bunny siren.
Okay.
Let's put the vows away for now, Missy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people swearing oaths on this and that.
Look at his
What you
eyes.
said is true. Why else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night, right? But I really couldn't follow all that about a boom and shadow crooked by 20 degrees. Sure, we at Yunquay Summit practice mystic arts, but ghost hunting and monster chasing aren't exactly our specialty.
Oh, wait, hold up. The last one is a lie. I feel pretty sure we can count the Aphelios as monsters.
True, but we're more focused on the Exaltists, and as monstrous as they are still human. So, for some of them, it definitely might not count anymore.
To be precise, it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left. I remember that clearly.
Okay.
But I admit I was a bit abrupt earlier. My apologies. It's not that I've misunderstood the mystic arts. I've come because a friend told me that Mr. Wise and Ms. Bell are currently staying here, and she trusts them.
Nicole, did you get us another contact?
Wait, either they or someone we know.
Question is who? As for that question, let's not ask that this time.
Signorine who was knocking just now?
Oh, perfect timing. You two are just who Miss Timefield is looking for.
What? You're Mr. Wise and Ms. Bell?
The belt.
And
Okay.
the face. And ears.
Hi. I'm Belle, and this is my brother Wise. we meet again.
Belle, could you not bring that up again?
After a few minutes, Alice explains what had happened earlier.
I see. So you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
Oh, Lucy? Okay.
Right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, Lucy is part of one of the quote-unquote royal families of the city, so it makes sense that she'd know someone else. Well, we're technically even another princess of another wealthy family. Let's put it that way.
Oh
To be
dear.
honest, Ms. Montefiore and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after she broke ties with her father and left without a word, we've still always kept in touch.
Okay.
Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange will just be brushed off and not taken seriously.
Okay.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the time fields. Turns out, she's likely here in place of her grandfather who's fallen ill.
Information from the exposition fairy. But
We're not sure exactly what happened, but Alice was probably threatened. Either way, Porcelumix clearly doesn't take her seriously. It's outrageous how they're treating her so differently from the other guests.
Since Ms. Montefiore spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the unidentified object that appeared outside my window.
I think they forgot to put the effects on that second half there.
Well, hold up. I just realized something. Just need to swallow some food there. They called them by names. Lucy, you didn't tell her about the other thing about these two, did you, Lucy?
We'll have to see.
As agreed, I'll be staying in Wi-Fi Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this issue isn't settled, it's going to be a real problem.
So, Belle, what do you think about this?
Well, she is a friend of Lucy's, so let's give her a hand. Our last meeting was a little awkward, but that was mostly on us. Alright, mostly on me.
Okay, seriously, what did we do? Actually, I think I might know what, but we'll have to get there.
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work on a daily or hourly rate? If it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My Ether Dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
Okay.
What?
Well, if
Okay, that's a new one.
well, I guess if the price is at least reasonable, it would be better than, well, paying someone hourly and only getting like 45 minutes of anything done. But, well, let's... She's part of a rich family, of course the price is going to be out of the freaking roof.
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend of someone we know. Of course we'll lend a hand. Don't worry.
Right.
Here at Yunquei Summit, we're not only skilled in the mystic arts, we're also good at tracking things down and getting to the bottom of mysteries.
Okay, why are you suddenly so interested in this when you earlier said we're not Ghostbusters?
And also, Pam, you also know Lucy? Or just chiming in?
Chiming in, I think.
Seriously, Signorine Who? Are you already speaking on our behalf?
Hey, come on now. What do you mean, speaking on your behalf, huh? Let me tell you, the Timefield family isn't just loaded, they're on a whole nother level. Whether Beeline and the others get paid leave, and whether Senior Fufu gets to eat meat next month, all depend on you two now.
Like, are you people actually that fucking broke? I guess the answer to that is yes. That's a full yes.
Stop putting more pressure on me, Senior.
Miss Timefield, why don't you stay with us tonight? Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Bell will go with you to investigate.
Are you both really willing to take this commission? Please don't feel obligated if you'd rather not get involved with the people Porcelumix have brought recently.
No need to worry, Miss Timefield. If you need help, we're more than willing to take the commission.
Thank you so much. I'll be staying here tonight then.
You help Alice settle in her room at Sweebian Temple.
Oh, I just realized something comical.
No.
Yesterday, they announced a new DLC for Age of Wonders, and a surprise new form or species they're gonna release. They didn't mention about going to do one this season. And the cultures, for the people, they have cultures such. A new culture, the Nomads, and the new surprise species that comes along with it is Hair Folk.
Well, I would assume that most people would have hair, but we all know the actual word you're using there.
Yeah, bunnies. So you just realize, okay, they announced rabbits yesterday, and now we're here and meeting another rabbit.
Okay, I'll need to double check if I got Age of Wonders 4. I think I have 3, but I get the feeling that either way it goes with the bunny people having a boost to population growth, whether they get it or not, people are going to bitch about it.
They don't need to. There are already some social traits that all cultures can take for a population boost.
Okay.
And so, yeah, the bunnies will have something probably related to jumping or something.
Phew, finally got everything settled. Senior Yinhu and Weiss have gone back to their rooms. I should head to bed too. Oop. Thank you. But yeah, if they get a boost to population growth, people are of course going to make jokes about bunnies and multiplying. And if they don't, then people are going to, well, make jokes that the devs didn't have the balls to do it.
Oh, they don't need to, for they have already done it in the first vanilla game with basically one that is nature-oriented called Adapt Settlers that give you extra population to take an area, and then they have a chaos one that's called something Swarmers.
Okay.
Allow them to increase population faster for a town to grow faster. So, and then we even have spell tombs that help with population growth as well. There's even a tomb called the nature tomb called Tomb of Fertility. So you about bunnies, you don't need to worry.
People are going to make all the freaking jokes themselves then.
They already have the things they can use for it to begin with. The only thing that forms now have is that you can alter is bodily things like resistance, health, adaptation, but nothing regard to population. Population is an entire social thing instead.
Okay.
But I guess some of those they're gonna include as a finished character probably have one of those things.
Anyways, better get some sleep. We've got an investigation to run first thing tomorrow. Comfy bed, here I come.
Oh, that looks comfy indeed.
As expected, you fall asleep the moment you hit the bed, and the next morning... Don't punch your beds, Belle. Miss Bell, hi, I'm Alice. Your brother just gave me your knock-knock contact info. Looking forward to connecting with you. Wise sure moves fast. I'm really sorry for reaching out so early and bothering you. Let's see. No worries, I was just about to look for you. Already up. Okay.
What's her icon?
Okay, that's herself with a constellation over her head.
Oh, yeah, what the heck?
Okay. Alright, I'll be waiting for you here at the Sweebian Temple atrium. And apparently we still have messages from Nicole from somewhere.
Oh, I think I know what the other ones with orange shirts are.
Yep. Trainees.
Yeah, or you could say fresh recruits.
Yeah. Also, this is, I believe, the most animation we've seen on a single character out in the world like this, huh?
Yeah. Uh-oh, Captain, don't. Too late. You already noticed them. You know, thankfully that's not Oscar. If you let Oscar turn into that, I would be worried.
Yeah. Like, these cats look like they should be compatible with t-shirt cannons.
Wait, what? No! That would not fit and begin with no! 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 People!
Yeah, do
If
not
someone
try to
does
put
that-
animals in that.
Yeah, you would go to jail and no one would feel sorry for it. Oh, people would not feel sorry for you for going to jail if you see some... You know what I mean.
Causing trouble
Yeah.
by showing up so late last night.
But you got to be honest. Some of these cats look just like freaking round tubes.
Yeah, like, I can say be funny in a cartoon, but again, if you see someone do that to a cat, call the police.
Yeah.
If someone does that to a cat, they deserve to go to jail.
And let's see. I had it. Okay, I do have Age of Wonders 3, but not 4. I should probably look at picking it up on discount at some point. But if there is one game one long-term game I've got my eye on at the moment for buying, it's Timberborn.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And yes, it is because of a certain engineer.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, now I'm curious if there's beaver thyrans. Anyways,
Oh no!
there.
It's no big deal. You came to us for help. And no need to be so formal. Just Belle is fine.
All right. Then, please, feel free to call me Alice.
You seem a little tired. Did the thought of what you saw outside last night keep you up?
Not at all. Having all of you nearby made me feel quite safe. It's just, the scrolls hanging in the room were all tilted by 2 to 10 degrees, and when I was about to sleep after fixing them, I noticed that the 2 vases by the bed didn't match.
Yeah, we've got ourselves a bit of a neurotic bunny on our hands, huh?
Oh, so wait. Her name is Alice.
Yeah.
She's a bunny. And her name is... her last name is...
Seinfeld.
And what word rhymes with the first word of her last name?
Time.
And what is the device a certain rabbit from Alice in Wonderland is running around with?
A watch. I almost said clock, but it's a watch specifically, I believe. A pocket watch.
Yeah, I wonder... How deep did they go with this name? Are they talking just about the plant, or is the plant just a hidden pun about the old involving Alice in Wonderland?
I guess we'll have to see how deep this rabbit hole goes, huh?
Oh dear.
Sorry, you have to see this side of me. This nitpicky habit of mine is a disgrace to my family's name.
no, it's not that bad. Swabian Temple just lives up to its name.
Yeah, whatever temple, huh?
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside my window last night. If you don't mind, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Why don't we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
Okay, sure. Good thing you suggested starting outside. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I don't dare step back into that room until we know exactly what I saw.
What we saw looked like a freaking electrocuted raccoon or something.
Raccoon or Tanuki? Also, Captain, take a look at the chat.
Let's see. Yeah, Jess, I'm late for a very important date. Mr. Rabbit, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, now I'm kind of curious how a retelling of Alice in Wonderland would go if Alice was neurotic as all fuck.
There probably some out there.
Good chance. I believe Alice in Wonderland is about as retold in different ways as Red Riding Hood's, Snow White and such. Just the classics and such.
Yeah.
But now I'm reminded of something absolutely stupid, just tangentially. I was about to suggest Cinderella as one of the core fairy tales as one, and then I just reminded in one of the direct-to-DVD videos or something. I don't know exactly what happens, but apparently Prince Charming or something is told that he can't take another step down the stairs for some stupid reason, perhaps to chase someone or something. He's forbidden it by the king, so what the king says goes. So what does the stupid motherfucker do? He dives out of the nearest fucking window.
Oh, for love of...
I kind of want to track down a copy of that movie just to see what the hell he was after. But at least he didn't disobey his father. I'm pretty sure defenstration is typically supposed to be done to others, not to oneself. Defenstration being, well, throwing something out of a window.
Head first, so I don't think that counts if he did that to himself, unless he had made a Wait, but... I think I should stop there before I give myself a headache again.
From what I remember, some of the Disney direct-to-DVD sequels go absolutely nuts. But, yeah, I'll have to track those down sometime. Let's see. Miss Belle, shall we head out to investigate the area below my apartment building? Sure, let's go now. More immersive storytelling.
Alice,
Actually,
let's talk about last night. You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang?
Yes, and it went pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtains and saw large slanted shadows, and there was a glowing skeleton stuck between the shadows and the glass.
Here we are. I'm staying at the building on the left. Okay, I can't tell what that left sign is for, but it looks snazzy as all hell, at least. It's Cinderella Prince window. Yeah, Cinderella Prince jumps out window. Okay, let's see. Didn't expect such an unremarkable building. Due to the influx of visitors from TOPS and the inspection team, Porcelumex ran out of rooms in their guest building, so I was arranged to stay here instead. Yeah, so the figurehead gets shoved off to the less nice neighborhoods. Or less posh building. Let's see. Huh? Look at the ground over there. There's all kinds of items scattered around. Alright, let's go check it out. Time to be a trash panda? Let's see. A bunch of miscellaneous items are scattered on the ground near the vending machine. A recycling bin for empty cans, flower pots, fresh soil. Huh? Where did these flower pots come from? When I passed by here yesterday evening, there weren't any around. I don't remember seeing any flower pots here either. Oh, look, there's an identical flower pot on that balcony over there. I can't believe they'd put a flower pot in such a dangerous location. If anyone in our household did something that irresponsible, Mr. Arnold would certainly scold them. I'm guessing that's the butler? If he ever appears and has spoken lines or unspoken lines, we know what to do, huh?
Explain?
Schwarzenegger accent.
And I thought you wanted to do a typical British butler accent.
Now I kind of want to see someone try to mix together the two, like a British butler with an Arnold Schwarzenegger exaggerated accent. Mr. Arnold? Oh, he's our butler. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Your family's pretty strict, huh? Yes, as grandfather said, morality and responsibility are the foundation of the Thinefields, so we cannot neglect even small matters like flower pots. Yet, to be honest, flower pots left out like that, without anything to stop them, yeah, you just need to accidentally nudge one, or a cat needs to jump up there in a poor way, or hell, even a strong wind, and that thing might kill someone on the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered something. After that skeleton and huge tilted shadow flashed by outside the window, there was another noise from downstairs. It must have been the sound of a falling flower pot. That's another important clue. The balcony with the flower pots is quite a bit lower than Alice's window. Maybe whatever scared Alice fell to the ground along with the flower pots? Quite a fall, then. Okay. This is the guest house where Alice lives. Let's look around carefully for any clues. Alice, which floor do you live on? The second to last floor, the one with the advert. Okay, that explains why we're looking at that. The window is right next to the drain pipe on the left side of the billboard. Okay. So... okay, I can't honestly... okay, those are both supposed to be windows. I'm guessing the closer one is maybe for like a bathroom or something. How big was that shadow? Huge. Basically covering the entire window. There's nothing near the window that could support such a massive object. The drain pipes and adverts have very limited capacity. Where did that dark shadow come from? Ah, I see.
I can see what?
Yeah, big-ass crane.
Yeah, not a bird. The machine.
What did you find? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Yesterday, while I was in my room, I kept hearing noise from around here. It turns out there's a construction site not far behind. Okay, those typically tend to make themselves known. Let's see. Yeah, I can see a huge tower crane. Wait, a tower crane? Oop. Beverage box. Was that Alice, or what was that squeak?
That might be them. From what I thought it was you, then realized no, you don't squeak.
The overturned drinks crate must have been hit by that flower pot, but why would this lone box end up all the way over here? Yeah, it's weird for it to be here. Upon closer inspection, there are a number of thin scratches on the surface of the box. No, wait, those look like claw marks from some small animal. You have a gut feeling you're onto something, and before you know it, you lift the box. Oh, there's a trail of tiny footprints in fluorescent paints. It's glow-in-the-dark paints. Glow-in-the-dark paints. The exact same color as that glowing skeleton I saw last night. Looks like we found our perp.
Belle, have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
I think our guesses are probably pretty close.
Really? Then let's go over what we found together. First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
It's... yeah, probably some cargo hanging from the tower crane. Those tend to be pretty noisy when they're moving, but then again, it might be different here. That it's higher quality and thus less noisy.
Yeah, but still, at nighttime, we know that many things are louder at night since there's less sound pollution.
True. And it would have been more easily heard, and I'm pretty sure that construction cranes aren't allowed to work in the nights.
Wait. We did hear a noise during the cutscene, which woke her up to go look at the window.
Good point on that, yeah.
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. The cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate.
Okay, a detail re-remembered.
Now, onto the flower pot. Why do you think the flower pot fell?
The virgins from the chat. Let's see. It was knocked over by that skeleton.
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up. But that little thing couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
You're actually pretty lucky that it was probably light cargo or something. Because, well, we know how big those shipping containers can be, and the amount of damage one of those could do if it were to swing into a building. Which is again why those things are not really allowed to be worked in the dark. So is there more going on behind this?
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
There's no doubt. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in glow-in-the-dark paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes. There's no paint on the drain pipe, so the little creature most likely hitched a ride on the cargo. It was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later on, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot.
Okay, but why was it... First, why was it on the cargo in the first place? Second, why was it painted?
But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, there's no way it could have dressed itself up like that.
Yeah.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far. Belle, since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this.
Okay, I'm a bit unsure if
Look
it
over
was
here.
specifically aimed
The
at
footprints
Alice.
Go up the pillar to the overpass.
Okay.
Let's
What
follow them
the-
and check it out.
How could they? I can't believe someone
That's quite a
actually
climb.
used an animal to pull a prank.
Like, that is a 90-degree scamper that they have to pull there. Okay. Up there. Up.
The footprints
There we
stop
go.
Here. Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM. Here is a
There it
proverb.
is.
A cornered rabbit will bite.
Very.
Barry, you're not helping.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone?
Nope.
So you were behind yesterday's pranks. The real culprit.
Manitou?
What? Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming. What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all. Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki?
It is a
Tanuki.
tanuki.
A tanuki that looks like a mix between Rocket Raccoon and one of the village people.
Okay.
His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh. What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases.
And does that pleases involve with painting himself?
Excuse me for being presumptuous.
Wait a minute. We came here to confront them. Yet somehow, it feels like Alice just got completely shut down.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount.
This sounds familiar.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. No, wait. We're not here to shop. Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other. And yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor.
Wait, what?
What?
Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place.
Okay, what are you on about?
Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Oh no, I think she has misunderstood the situation.
Yeah, also, I'm pretty sure even Mr. Fantastic would have a bit of a difficulty with getting that stretch.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Manitou! Minato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Excuse me, can I say something? Porcelumex brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the inspection team, none dared to defy Porcelumex. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target?
It certainly looks like it.
I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training, Belle, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look.
Okay, see, you keep on going this and I'm going to kick your ass.
Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
Okay, then how the hell was it supposed to happen? Now, does this also mean that you were the one who hijacked the cargo crate and almost smashed the building?
I really appreciate you saying that. But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night? No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance. Minato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
Okay.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
Right, says the big bad good wolf.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
Nope. Special porcelain shards. A porcelain shard of relatively high purity. From the looks of it, it probably used to be part of a large device. Okay, but there's hardly anything of it, so hard to say what it even might be. Oh, it's actually 3D. I thought it was 2D. Okay.
Either a box or portal something.
Yeah. It's a cover of some sort, so don't seem to be any... that could be a lock. But what would it even... There's nothing for it to lock into here.
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
What?
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow.
Okay. It actually makes a point, like... I'm pretty sure the only way ether is typically extracted is inside of those sealed canisters, huh?
Yeah.
Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Okay, but that means that someone is making a porcelain reactor.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Minato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
Could someone explain what just happened?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the Hollow, items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Of course.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the Hollow.
Where did you find this shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloom Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the Hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Manito! We're heading to Siloom Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with. Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that?
Yeah.
It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
I think the accurate term would be scared bunny.
Of course not. But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable. Belle, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly.
Soon after, Alice leaves.
You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I come with you to Siloom Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the Hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door.
Hold up. How do you know that detail?
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Belle away. Still, we have no
Wait, did
reason
you
to turn down
tell?
the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Manito, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Okay, that's a new line. Okay, between... I don't remember there being a wolf in Alice in Wonderland. So who between these two is the hatter then? Anyways,
scene.
Let's see. Belle, sorry I didn't get to say hi earlier. It's hard to get a word in with Yuzuha's around. What the heck, Manado? That's so mean. You guys are pretty close, huh? We're classmates. Though we've got a ton of students from Wi-Fi Peninsula, standout characters like Manto are pretty rare, and those who are both eye-catching and genuinely nice people are even rarer. Okay. So that's why you decided to investigate the Obscura? Don't just go along with what she says. Actually, Yuzuha was the one who wanted to investigate, but I also think we can't let Porcelumex get away with just a slap on the wrist. Yeah, he was investigating the accidents earlier as well. Anyway, let's head to Siloom Bay and ask around. Speaking of Siloom Bay, what kind of place is it? It's an area near the shore but low Filoom Heights. In the past, Luminite ore mined from the hollow was washed there first. Now quite a few residents have moved in. The elevator at Sweepian Temple's entrance goes straight to Silum Bay. Should have been fixed last week. So the elevator goes to Silum Bay. I think I've seen a repair notice before. Let's go check it out. Okay, I'm guessing that before Chapter 2 released, that elevator would have been out of commission. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this? Okay, that's another... It's another station. Oh, hello.
The elevator's still out of service? But I heard the repairs were already finished.
Okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Like, shouldn't the repairs have already made sure that it's running well?
Sorry. I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Right. Because customer support is always so very supportive, huh?
Then, is there another way to get to Silum Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What a shame. I heard Silum Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the Hollow, and since Porcelumex has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the Hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No. That's not what I meant.
Also, if this is the only way up and down here, how the hell have people who live down there been able to get groceries and such? Unless there's a shop down there, but that also changes the question, then how have they been getting supplies?
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Silum Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Yeah, this reeks of someone not wanting people to go there, or rather not wanting a specific person to go there.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
On the other side?
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Silum Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the Hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porcelumex. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
Of course.
There must be other ways to get to Silum Bay, right? After all, the elevator wasn't always here.
Exactly. That whole no other route nonsense is just something Porcelumex tells outsiders to fool them.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
If it's to be on the shoulders, might could we get some could we get some cushions from the temple first, because those spikes do not look comfortable to sit on.
I don't think cushions will help. Spikes of all.
Take it so literally. I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porcelumex is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Silum Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Belle. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
Shortly after, Yuzuha and Minato leave. You return to Swabian Temple with the Obscura Shard and briefly tell Weiss what had happened that morning. There we got to play a bit of a Scooby-Doo mystery. How's it going, Weiss? Can you sense anything? I can sense some etheric matter, but I can't tell if it's a sacrifice or not. My ether perception has always been weaker, and I've barely used the perception technique that Shifu taught us. But I agree, this thing's super suspicious. We should definitely look into it properly. Well, I'll come with you to Silum Bay using Eos. I might be able to help. Alright, let's go together. After tidying up a bit, you set out with Eos.
I wonder how things are going with Monato and Yuzuha. Let's go check.
Okay.
Have we had a baby bird of some sort over there?
Okay. Up we go. And up we go. Alright. Were they thorough or did they leave some stitches hanging? Actually, I think you've been a bit on edge ever since you saw that rich girl. I don't want Belle to think you're a mean person. I couldn't care less about that lady. Besides, what does it matter if people think I'm mean? You gotta put your habit of worrying about everyone on the back burner and think about how we're gonna deal with those patrolling security mechs instead. Is something wrong? Perfect timing. We just finished our investigation and Damien has, as expected, taken care of the mountain paths too. He blocked them off and temporarily prohibited any residents from passing through, under the pretext that remnants of the Exaltus might be trying to escape. And he even got all kinds of security mechs patrolling there 24/7. So, you mean the mountain path's full of machines right now? Yeah, they've got triple the strength of a normal person, and they never get tired. This ain't gonna be easy. No, this just gets way easier. Yeah? Vaguely explain Fairy's abilities. So you're saying you've got this killer AI that can perfectly wipe out surveillance footage as long as it's not human patrols? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty handy, right? Though we could have probably left out the AI bit. Phew. Good thing the princess isn't here right now, or she'd definitely be all, absolutely not, you cannot do that. You say you don't care. Alright, Belle, let's roll. Minato and I will handle shutting down the enemies. You take care of wiping those visual logs. Minato was totally ignored. Alright, if we're all set, let's head out. Let's go. Okay.
Not gonna read that?
Let's see. An old mountain path connecting Freedom Heights. I thought there was more generic stuff. For the cable cars and elevators were built, this road served as the main transportation route. With the stunning scenery, the nearby villas have gradually caught the eye of the wealthy in recent years. Okay.
We just have to follow this track to get to Silum Bay. Watch out! There's security mechs patrolling up ahead. Kama says he doesn't really like the vibe here, and I second that.
Okay, what are you, the Tanuki Whisperer? Okay. Nope.
We've got enemies.
Okay, Yuzuha's EX special attack can inflict Sweet Scare on enemies. When the active character attacks enemies in this state, it triggers Flavor Match, causing them to continuously take damage matching that character's attributes. Okay. So, you apply that first, and then okay, then it basically will apply apply that, attack with something else, and it will basically add a DPS of whatever element you used. When other squad members land hits on enemies, Yusaha launches basic attack Hard Candy Shot around the enemy. When this attack hits enemies affected by Sweet Scare with a heavy attack, Yusaha will consume sugar points to deal additional damage and anomaly accumulation. Okay, so he's an off-field attacker.
Don't go too hard, Monato, or people will notice the damage.
Can we implant the mech with memories of accidentally falling or something?
The agent suggestion is worthy of consideration.
Okay, I think it would be a bit suspicious if too many of those bots had implanted memories. Nope. What are you up to? Yes? What's wrong, Yusa? Ever since we set out, I've had this feeling someone's been tailing us. Barry, can you feel that? Sorry, there are no available video recording devices on this mountain path. Who on earth could it be? Shh, they're coming. Of course.
Oh, it's you.
Oh my... Oh!
Okay, I think that might have alerted any dog tyrants in the area.
Okay, I did not expect... Okay, it wasn't too painful, but it did surprise me. It did... Bloody heck, my ears are tingling a little bit from that. Unpleasantly, like... You know how ears can tingle or something, like... from sudden sharp sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just happened to me. It was not in pain, but just...
She basically sounds like a freaking whistle.
Alice, don't be scared. It's us. Bella, it's you. You frightened me.
We noticed, and so did the entire neighborhood.
You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that. So what are you doing here? Mizukinami? Mr. Komano? I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself.
In case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
Whoa.
Okay, yeah. Yusaha coming out with the barbs.
You're worried
and the thorns.
Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
I've shot at you.
Alice, are you really sure it's okay for you to join us? Thank you, Belle. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also, while what Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choices. So please, there's no need to worry.
Alrighty, but you heard our plan. After investigating Siloon Bay, we'll likely be heading into the Hollow. That's not exactly the kind of place for a noble lady to take a stroll.
That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood. right then. I've got no objections. What about you, Monato?
Welcome aboard.
Meanwhile,
A patrol
Legion
mech is
of Doom.
approaching. Careful.
Okay, let me guess then. We've had one character intro.
More animation? Did we have a lot of animations this season?
I think, yeah, there we go, yeah. Alice. When Alice's attacks hit enemies or trigger assault through anomaly buildup, she gains blade etiquette. When Alice stacks blade etiquette to its maximum, she can hold attack to unleash a 3-stage charged basic attack Starshine Waltz. This triggers polarity assault when hitting an enemy. Okay, and what is polarity assault?
Alright, let's see what you've got. Okay,
Alright.
I'll take care of this. You're a real chatterbox. But you handle yourself well in a fight.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
If you're not sure how to respond to Yuzaha, just don't. She won't get mad. Belle, you can give it a try too.
Hey, Monaco, are you riling her up on purpose? Yuzaha, focus on the enemies! The enemies!
Okay, I can only picture Yuzaha just slowly walking up to Minato with her umbrella raised to smack him on the head.
Oh dear. Also, I think I know why that scream. Oh.
Uh-oh, it's people.
I think I know why that scream. I think as you can see, almost ringing in my ear is due to I have headphones. Like, have I heard that from TV? I would be fine, but since I have headphones, that makes it more, concentrated into my ears.
I'm kind of tempted to see if I can isolate that.
No.
Just used as a warning whistle.
Also, I think she's the first character we see with this kind of, I would say, fencing sword. I don't want to use the real name since...
Yeah, very similar to a different bad words. I would rather not accidentally get tagged for by the freaking Twitch bots.
Yeah, like, had it just been between you and us in real life, I would probably say it's fine. But yeah, I don't want the bots to misunderstand the word. For they can't tell the difference for some reason. And people have stopped using the word because of the AI have misheard it.
Let's see. The way is blocked. There wasn't a door here before. Must be a recent installation. Let me see. Yeah, it's the type that triggers an alarm if you try to climb over it. It's really reassuring how meticulous Minato is. Just happened to have a side gig installing locks when I was working part-time before. So that's when you were so busy you didn't even have time to check the Spook Shack forums, huh? But what do we do now? Don't worry, we got this. There's a Bamboo workbench here. Yeah, I'll use EOS to access the Bamboo workbench and find the passcode. I'll leave it to you.
Also, that is a actually accurate fencing sword for a actual of the other sword you cannot bend. For it's very stiff.
Yeah.
This one bent.
Let's infiltrate the Marcel maze and find data. It's been a bit since we've had to do this.
Yeah, but if you're wondering, the fencing sword for the sports are actually very bendable and stretchy. The combat
to avoid
one,
injury.
Yeah, but the combat one is not. Well, it is a little bit, but not to that extent as this one was.
Yeah, those are meant to poke out your eyes and such.
Yeah, so they need to be a bit stiffer. They can still bend so they don't snap instantly, but not to this point.
Successfully entered the Marcel maze.
Belle was always the one jumping around with Eos before.
Oh.
Eos's tiny legs can jump that high?
Master has expressed a similar assessment.
Okay, Captain. I think you first part you laughed came out a bit strange on the microphone there.
Okay.
Yeah, now I heard what you used there, but at first I think it sounded more like a fart at first.
Okay.
Again. I'm suspected that's the microphone cutting out a little bit strange.
Probably. Okay, we're not that desperate for Denny's that we need to collect each and every one of these. Okay. There. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Let's see. I'm curious if we'll see more involvement from the Marcel group at any point. Like, we did have the New Year's event that was sponsored by them, I think, or at the least. Yeah, maybe something involving the company instead at some point. Oh, there's more.
Oh dear.
Big ones.
Also, I kind of think it's nice. Now we're technically using both for the siblings.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see. There we go.
So maybe that's why they start to allow one of them to be more active on the field.
Oh, that's a shortcut.
And now, whenever we need to do one of these, the other sibling actually can do something.
Yeah.
Well, they were always doing something in the background, but now we can use them as well as the
now
player.
They can do it in the background, in the foreground.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Here we go, just bloody slam that thing. I probably should look at getting at least one Bang Boo plushie at some point.
Oh yeah, I should probably warn you. If you ever start playing Age of Wonders 4, tab plushies.
Of course.
And they have made their own. The team made their own little ads for them on YouTube, and they are actually kind of funny.
Okay,
Just be warned.
Let's see.
Just be warned. Dutch humor.
Okay, let me actually check something from. Like, there is something in Arknight's Endfield that I'm fully sure of will get plushies as well. Let's see. Endfield. Chubby. Lung.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there aren't plushies yet, it looks like. Or actually, let me expand this to plush.
Oh, just wait for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, people have been 3D printing those things already.
Of course.
Alright. More bots.
Keep it up, guys. Once we get past here, it'll be smooth sailing.
There we...
How much longer until we get to Silent Bay?
We're almost there. We cross 2 bridges, follow a short path, and we'll reach the elevator.
And then we're there?
And then we'll be a third of the way there.
Now you see why I sometimes just want to punch him. Right, Belle?
Yep.
This, Alice.
There we go.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like we have more animated cutscenes this season.
Looks like it, yeah.
But just a spare?
Yep.
Wait.
Everyone, let's move.
Oh. I think I might know what's going on with that sword.
No.
She might. Are you gonna guess she may actually be able to control the stiffness on that?
Maybe. You can see it. It's a bit hard to see, but actually, yeah, this thing is extendable, or rather collapsible.
My sword will never lose to anyone.
Yep. Okay.
You see it. Yeah, and Real Life Combat 1 will not be able to. Well, it will be stiff, but it will not be able to bend like that unless it was like a practice one. But this one should be able to be used both.
I still have a lesson to attend.
Yeah, it's definitely special made with technology for. It is basically foldable like one of those pointers.
Worried about something, Belle? Oh, hello, shady individual.
Oh, time to read.
Quite literally. Let's see. The core area within the Lemnian Hollow currently engaged in Porcelain product manufacturing and under the direct control of Porcelumex. This hub maintains a vast supply chain, ensuring a constant flow of Porcelain products to various regions. Despite some facilities being abandoned due to Hollow-related incidents, production has remained something. Also, beach. And, oh yeah, this is a ghetto. So this is Salem Bay. What a beautiful sight. Finally made it. Belle, did you rest well? It seems like Miss Ukinami and the others have found someone selling porcelain materials. Let's head over. Salem Bay can be accessed from the map now. Okay. Like, I know we were in a part of this because of one of the one of the temporary events, the one with the wishing bottles and such. Okay. Actually, I'll need to check. I'll need to see when we should upload that video. It is short. Let's see. AUA? Where's BUA?
Here to pick up materials for Uncle Balrong again? Seems like you've been the one picking things up these days.
My dad's been having some back pain lately, so I've been running errands for him.
But if you keep skipping school, won't you get expelled?
You're one to talk. Careful, or I'll have Kama replace all your favorite Bubble Pop candy with rubber. Actually, we were supposed to be doing our Hollow internships these days. But since Lemnian Hollow's been unsafe lately, they ended up canceling everything and just marked us all as qualified.
Okay. And well, this does confirm that. Well, they did say it earlier, but she and Manato are students. So they would be on the younger side compared to the others or something?
You can still be a student past 18.
True, like university and such.
Wow, your luck's still better than ever, huh? My brother failed his Hollow internship 3 times last year. For a while, just seeing the Hollow from a distance made him nauseous. Oh, right! What kind of materials are you picking up today, Yuzuha? Check out this piece of high-grade lumite ore I've got. Ajang snatched it from a white-haired ghost woman in the Hollow just last night.
Oh?
What? A white-haired ghost woman?
That's right! He was hauling cargo in the Hollow for Porcelumex, and somehow stumbled upon a huge pile of lumite ore. So he started gathering the stones one by one, and then a shaky, wobbly figure started drifting toward him from a distance. It was a ghost woman with long white hair, bird-like wings, and golden feathers. But in the blink of an eye, she vanished. And just then, Ajang suddenly felt a shiver crawl down the back of his neck.
Boing.
Ow! Yuzuha, why'd you flick me? Weren't you the one who said that the most important part of the porcelain business isn't selling goods, but selling stories?
That story was awful. And didn't you go around last week telling everyone you heard strange moaning sounds on the mountain paths nearby? Your story sure changed quick.
That one wasn't a lie. Mello, Dante, and I all heard it, and not just once.
What? Strange moaning sounds on the mountain path?
She sounds like she's 2 steps away from a heart attack.
Uh-huh. You said that one wasn't a lie. Which means the ghost story's mostly made up, right?
You're trying to trick me again. But seriously, Ajang really did get spooked by something all pale and ghosty last night. I I'm not making that up.
All right. I'll take this piece off your hands. When my dad turns it into jewelry, I'll give this story a proper rewrite, okay? I promise it'll be weird and thrilling enough. But in exchange, you've got to tell me something. Take a look at this piece.
Yeah, it's the Obscura piece.
This was part of the last batch delivered to my place. Do you remember who brought it in?
That wasn't one of mine. Probably from Mello or Uncle Afang. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out.
Let's go. Thanks.
Let's see.
Do you need our help?
Yeah, let's split up and ask around. Monato and I will go find Uncle Afang. And Belle, you go with Lady Alice to check with Mello. If it turns out to be his, make sure to get the exact time and place he found the piece.
I just had a realization. We are basically the Scooby Gang at this point. There's 4 of us and a mascot with Kama.
Oh dear.
Let's go.
But does that make what does that make Manato? Does it make him the Fred?
Maybe.
Okay. Actually, let's listen in. Uncle Afang, how come you're not collecting materials today? I've had to stop for now. Zulumex blocked all the roads lately. Barely anyone comes through and sales are rough. I heard they're guarding the mountain path too. How did you folks manage to get here? We've got our ways. Back in my day, I could outrun those poor Zulumex amateurs even with a sack of luminite ore weighing me down. But no point dwelling on past glories. What brings you here? Uncle Afang, recognize this piece of porcelain at all? Never seen it before, but it's definitely a high purity porcelain. Okay, nothing with him. Let's see. What do I do? I still can fix it. Wait, is that a toy? Yeah, that's a toy. Hey there, are you Mello? Yeah, what's up? I heard you trade porcelain materials around here. Could you take a look at this photo on my phone? Have you ever seen this piece before? Yeah, I've seen it before. Really? But you only took a quick glance. What, don't believe me? I'll have you know I got the best intel on all Salem Bay. Of course we believe you. That's why we came all this way to ask for your help. Little one, can you tell us about the origins of this porcelain shard? No way, can't you see I'm busy? Someone broke my toy and I'm trying to fix it. I'm not in the mood to talk. And you're still talking quite a lot. This is the Remote Control Edition City Hunter. I saved up my allowance for a whole year to get this. It's all Dante's fault. Okay, what's a half demon demon hunter to do with this? For a kid, this is a huge deal. Though when it comes to remote control toys, I might be able to figure something out. If I could fix your toy, can we work something out? You can fix it? If you really fix it, I'll tell you all about where that porcelain shard came from. Okay. This one's a bit different. Let's see. Let's move you down. Let's see. Do I need to hit those as well? Yes, I do.
Or you don't want them? Maybe?
Let's... Is there a way to...
Yeah, that's wrong.
Right, because it hits it again there. discounts it. Just these then, or
You only want those 3, or are you supposed to use all of them? That's the question, but the other ones don't have a number.
yeah.
So let's try with those 3 first.
I'll need to invert this again then.
Yeah. If it doesn't help, then it means we need to use all of them. For if you only do 3, then it should be damn easy.
Okay, then C. No, okay, so we do need to hit all of these. But how do we hit that one then? Let's see. Okay, how are we supposed to get that shape?
Oh,
wait,
I need to...
There. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay.
Whoa! Awesome! It's really fixed! Hello, little one. Can you tell us where this porcelain shard came from? No. Huh?
Oh, brats.
It's important to keep your word, little one. You understand that, right? But my mom said Porcelumex doesn't allow outsiders around here these days. So if I see any suspicious strangers, I'm not supposed to talk to them. And I've never seen you before.
But just look at her. Such a graceful, elegant lady clearly wouldn't be a bad person.
Thank you for the compliments. But I doubt that's a convincing reason to trust us.
Wait, look at the face, then at the...
Yeah, I think it's becoming clear that Alice either just doesn't have that much of an expressive face unless she gets scared, or she's just very good at hiding her expressions, but the belt is a dead giveaway as to what she's feeling, similar to, well, Triggers gives away once you, with Trigger it gives it away once you understand what each color means and such, but with Alice it's like a freaking lighthouse in comparison.
Hey, little one. Actually, we know Miss Yuzuha, the daughter of Mystic Wares' owner, Mr. Ukinami Balrong. We came here with her today.
And you say you're not suspicious. Uncle Balrong's last name is Lee, not Ukinami. You didn't even know that Yuzuha was adopted. How am I supposed to believe anything you say?
Okay, info. Huh.
So Yuzuha was adopted. No wonder her name feels so different from Uncle Balrong's. I thought it was maybe something to do with her mother's side.
You can trust them, Mello. They really did come here with me.
Yuzuha!
You know where this dark piece of porcelain came from, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Dante found it.
Okay, then where's Virgil?
He thought this piece of porcelain must be valuable, and I said it wasn't. That's how we got into a fight. He broke my toy, and I smashed his Denny gun. Is there something wrong with this piece of porcelain, Yuzuha? Dante didn't get himself into trouble, did he?
Let's leave the
Don't
kid
worry,
be.
he's not in any trouble. This piece is actually really valuable, so we just want to ask where he found it.
That's right. No need to worry about your friend. So Dante just got lucky, huh? Funny how the moment you know your friend's okay, all that lingering resentment bubbles right back up.
That's kids for ya! But Mello, have I ever told you? I really can't stand stingy boys.
Come on, Yuzuha. You know me. I'm the most generous boy around. All right. I'll go make up with Dante. Gotta run.
Now that we've got some more info, let's hurry and find Dante! Ukinami Balrog! I was dying trying not to laugh earlier. What a ridiculous name! Now I want to tell my dad, just to see his reaction!
Miss Ukinami, I'm truly sorry. We didn't mean to pry into your personal matters.
Well, I guess we're going to get a bit of insight into them now anyways.
It's all right. Being adopted is just a fact of life. Besides, for someone like me who had nowhere to go, being taken in by someone as nice as my dad, I'd say I'm pretty lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, sadly there are plenty of people, or plenty of kids who get adopted, or need to stay with foster parents that are far from nice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What I don't get is, couldn't a family as prestigious as the Timefields send someone else to Waifei Peninsula? Why did it have to be you?
Because there aren't many left of us in the family. My father passed away in an accident years ago, so now it's just me and my grandfather. And he's currently ill.
Oh.
Yes. So you're one step away from being Bat Bunny.
And of course, the Yerk knows that, and
I see. Seems like things haven't been easy for you either.
Okay, seems she didn't know all that. But yeah, this Damien... Yeah, Damien did know and is using that to blackmail her into...
Not only that, it was straight up manipulative bullying.
Yeah.
Anyway, you don't need to dwell on my background. Constantly apologizing makes you seem unsure of yourself. You're a noble lady, and you've had a great education. So, show some confidence, alright?
Yes, I will.
Alright then, let's get going.
Where is Dante's place?
It's up there, very close.
Let's see. Actually, I think I've been here one other time during the scavenger hunt for the little vegetable booze, which actually apparently became a... Oh, hello there. Someone got here before us. What are those things called again? Those grab bag things or something? But it's with tiny vegetable based bamboo, and you get 3 in a box apparently that you can buy.
Okay.
I really should just look around on the shop sometime for stuff.
Do you think this Denny gun can be fixed?
Of course. I used to be in the military and have repaired guns much more complicated than this. The trigger link is misaligned, that's all. I'll just take it apart and realign it for you. Alright, that should do it. Hand me a Denny, Dante. I'll fire a test shot.
Here you go.
Isolde fires a plastic Denny from the toy gun, which strikes the wall near where you're hiding.
Well, it seems our 4 friends over there sure know how to stay quiet. Perhaps I'll have to say, the next shot will be a life round!
Don't shoot, Miss Isolde. We surrender. Since you're a military representative, I didn't expect that you would violate Porcelumex's restrictions to come here.
And it seems that the army is indeed, or Isolde is at least intent on is causing trouble for poor Solumex.
Taking the initiative, I see. You seem like quite the experienced negotiator, Miss Bell.
Well, we have plenty of experience negotiating with Nicole.
But you're right. I
Oh,
came to
bloody
Saloon
heck.
Bay in secret, just like the rest of you. Now that we all have a little leverage on each other, how about I start by showing some goodwill? I actually came here to visit Dante's family. His uncle used to be my comrade in the military.
Oh?
Miss Isolde isn't a bad person, Yuzuha. Don't worry. She's come to visit us every year for as long as I can remember.
Okay.
I didn't expect you to be a regular visitor here. You had us fooled. When we met you and the elevator technician earlier, we thought it was your first time visiting Wi-Fi Peninsula.
I was sent to show the military's goodwill, so it's best not to cause any unnecessary trouble. I'll be here waiting for Dante's mother to get off work. Feel free to take care of whatever you need nearby.
Okay. Meanwhile...
What's going on? Why is there a crowd in front of our house? Yuzuha? Monato? Oh, Miss Isolde! You're here too?
It's been a while, Aitana.
Yeah, it's already been another year. I can't believe you still made it to Saloon Bay given how strict poor Salumix has become lately. Why haven't you invited everyone inside, Dante? Hey, what are you doing with that gun again? Didn't you promise Mommy that you wouldn't play with that anymore?
Busted.
But Aya and Mello both have toys. How am I supposed to be friends with them without my Denny gun? And I don't get it. Why do you want me to grow up and join the Defense Force, Mom?
Probably because there's a reason why she's visiting.
Little stinker! What did you just say? Get back here!
Sorry you had to see that.
Dante said he wants to join the Defense Force someday?
Yeah, he's always asking me to tell him stories about his uncle. To him, his dad is nothing special. It's his uncle who's the real hero, even though he had never met him.
How have you all been lately?
Well, we're getting by. His father and I both work, and now Dante's old enough to gather porcelain scraps with the other kids and make a bit of money too.
Here, take this. Use it to help with the household expenses.
Is this your money? Or compensation from the Defense Force?
Compensation from the Defense Force.
That's a lie. If the Defense Force were going to give us compensation, they would have done it ages ago. This isn't the respect my brother deserves. You can keep the money. Sometimes No, not just sometimes. Ever since the fall of the old capital, I've always felt that my brother died for nothing, and everything you all fought for was meaningless.
That's not true, Aitana. If it weren't for Maxim and the others who fought beside him, kids like Dante wouldn't even have the freedom to run on the beach today. Of course, after the fall of the old capital, not only did the Defense Force have to cope with heavy losses, but also public criticism for failing to contain the collapse, which continues to this day.
Yeah.
The Defense Force has neither provided proper compensation to grieving families, nor upheld the honor of the soldiers who gave their lives. To me, that's a serious failure of duty.
And so on top of that, the accusations of war crimes that the rebels level at them. And, well, we know... We don't know, but we know that there certainly was something going on some years back. Perhaps even, or likely before the fall of the capital. Though, yeah, whether to keep the Defense Force of today responsible for the acts of the Defense Force of the past, yeah, it depends on how much they've changed and, well, if actual leadership has been changed as well.
I'm sorry. You should have been able to live somewhere better. But there's nothing I can do.
The fact that you still remember your old comrades and come to visit me every year means a lot. I wasn't planning to bring up all this old stuff, but that little troublemaker got me all stirred up again. The past is the past. All we can do is let go of it, right? I still have Dante and his father, after all. I guess it's better to keep looking forward.
Yes, you're right. You still have so many important things in this world.
Is that supposed to mean something, Isolde?
Yuzuha, sorry about that. I got caught up seeing an old friend and left you all waiting. Is there something I can help you with?
We actually came to see Dante. Just wanted to ask him about a piece of porcelain he found earlier. Nothing serious.
Then why are you here with 4 people?
I see. He did go running off, but I can practically guarantee that he went to the beach. If you're not in a rush, feel free to come and sit down for a bit. He'll come back once he's calmed down.
Thanks, but we'll head down to the beach and check on him. Kids his age often have a lot more on their minds than we might think.
Yeah, it's not often we get young folk like you visiting, and here we are boring you with all our aches and sob stories. Please don't say that. We rarely get the chance to learn about what happened during the fall of the old capital. I'm ashamed to admit, I always thought the military families received a pension after the fall. Too many soldiers died defending the old capital. The military and government initially promised compensation for all, but in the end only the frontline troops defending against Hollow Zero received it. I see. You look like you want to say something. You have more questions for me? Go ahead, I'm all ears. Let's see, I want to know more about you and your comrades. My former unit wasn't responsible for the Hollow Zero frontline. We were tasked with retrieving crucial supplies from inside Hollow Zero and providing disaster relief along the borders of Wi-Fi Peninsula and Janus Quarter. Supplies are vital in the city's survival. You're heroes too. Indeed. Back then we took pride in running into the battlefields, doing what little we could for this city. Why are you still working with the military? I understand what you're getting at. I don't sound happy with the Defense Force, do I? But, well, sometimes life just drags you along for the ride. I suppose I'm what you would call a useless person, Was it just a coincidence that Miss Isolde said that? Or did she overhear our conversation on the mountain path? Okay. She might have been trailing a little after us. And slipped ahead at some point? Not only that, she got ahead of us and reached Salem Bay first.
Oh, wait.
Was that her?
Yeah, and due to her military experience, she was able to sneak by all those guards and robots.
Yeah.
And she's been here a lot over the years, so...
She would know the environment a whole lot better and know a good few shortcuts. Okay. Also, I just noticed that that sign between Alice and Belle. That looks like it's in Japanese or Chinese or something, but I think I can guess what it mostly means, like don't take candy from strangers or something.
I think you are right.
I don't have any more questions. Yep, go ahead.
I think I know why they didn't pay every soldier for... From what we remember from the Fallen Capital, their losses were heavy.
Yeah.
Probably to the point that the military probably didn't even have the money to pay everyone.
Yeah, that doesn't excuse it not to do it now, though, when they're probably doing better. Probably being the keyword.
Yeah, then there's no problem. Also, they say they promised, which is just makes it worse. So
yeah, let's see. Well, you should head to the beach to find Dante first. If there's anything else you want to know, I'm sure we'll meet again in the future.
After hearing all that, I feel a bit different.
So, Miss Isolde used to be a soldier, and it seems like she's been through a lot.
Yep.
So did you read the last line?
Hmm?
Did you read the last line before we left them upstairs?
Yeah, to go down to the beach.
Okay.
Or...
A full can. And also, what's that child doing?
Which child?
On the by the cats.
Oh, he's not looking inside. That looks like cat food and such, or at least canned fish. Okay.
I guess
is he thinking about what to feed them or something?
Maybe.
Also, at a certain point, this guy's whatever that is, his flashlight was disappearing. Let's see if I can replicate that. Let's see. There we go.
Oh.
At certain distances, it doesn't exist. And when he's moving around a bit, it goes in and out of it. Okay, hello?
Dante, so this is where you went.
Minato? Yuzuha, what are you doing here?
We came just to ask you about a piece of porcelain you found. Of course, we were also kind of worried about you, so we thought we'd check up on you.
If you wanted to cheer him up, Minato, then you shouldn't have mentioned the first part.
That's just how Minato is.
Okay, noise downstairs has stopped, it seems.
I know Mom is worried. What happened to my uncle still haunts her. She doesn't want to put anyone else in danger or see someone sacrifice themselves and not be respected for it. I know how much Mom's been through. Miss Isolde told me that after the fall of the old capital, many military families like ours were left struggling without their main source of support and had to drift from place to place. But I want to join the defense force to help make it better. Mom had to let go because she couldn't do anything about it. But I want to change that. I want to make sure they never hurt anyone again.
But it won't be easy to achieve. This city is far more complicated than we can imagine.
Let time gradually shape the child's dream.
Miss Isolde, what are you doing out here? Are you leaving already?
Yes, I just received a call, and someone from Porcelumex wants to meet with me. They're probably trying to probe the military's position again. I'd better head back quickly.
Okay.
Your mom is worried about you. If you aren't really mad at her, then you should head back soon.
Yeah, I know. By the way, Yuzuha, what was it you wanted to ask about the piece of porcelain?
Do you remember this? Where did you get it from?
Oh, that? I caught it when I was fishing from a boat 3 days ago. It was near that small reef island about 3 kilometers from shore.
Okay.
I was out there for a while and saw the shard drifting from the direction of the hollow.
If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a shard of an obscura. Was it made in Waifei Peninsula?
Alright.
That kid had been doing this for a while. If like someone at their age able to point out how many kilometers away it was.
Yeah, I'm surprised that this thing apparently can float.
Yeah, it could also be if they've been to that spot many times. Someone could have told them this is 3 kilometers. They might have remembered it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if not, impressive.
Let's. I guess we might learn a bit more about Porcelumex, but apparently from this we can tell that it's at least light enough to float.
I think I get why you came to Siloam Bay now. You don't need to explain further. There are some things I'd prefer not to know.
We're relieved to hear that. I've got a question. Why would an Obscura shard drift out from the hollow in the first place? Oh, Lemnian Island is actually connected to several water systems. And there are even underground rivers. This shard probably fell into the water and got swept out with the current. But since the hollow covers such a huge area, it'd be hard to pinpoint exactly where it drifted from.
Okay, so waterways in hollows. Well, we already saw the hollow at the port, so it makes sense that you can get exit back out from there again. But with how I guess you'd have to be careful, because if you enter or leave from the wrong spot, you might go from water to dry land and crash, or the other way around.
Oh dear.
Let's have Fairy map out all the nearby hollow exits later. But figuring out exactly which one the Obscura shard came from might still take some time.
Okay, but if exits are stable, or stable enough, or...
Well, yeah, the ziplines go through a stable little wormhole thing. So that's why that
There
works.
is actually a way to calculate where it came from. By the way, Dante, since your mom doesn't want you playing with a Denny gun, and it keeps breaking anyway, why don't you sell it to me? You can use the money to buy a new toy instead.
Getting the family some money indirectly.
I mean, sure, I guess. But, Miss Isolde, what do you want a Denny gun for?
It might come in handy for these older folks. Here, Miss Bell, take it.
Oh, it's actually a bit more than I thought. Denny gun. A children's toy often seen in the city that are capable of firing plastic Denny-shaped bullets. This particular gun right here looks rather old. Okay, we could play such a fucking prank with Nicole with this.
Wait, no. Wait, hold on. In what way? I will give you a chance.
Just shooting plastic Denny's near her and watching her go after them.
Okay, good. I was worried it was something else. For I have heard people use some similar toys to do something more disrespectful, if I like shoot at the cleavage and such. You know, something like, really? You know, something extremely rude.
Don't go giving Belle ideas.
Miss Isolde? What are we supposed to...
Raise the gun and fire a shot far out toward the sea, in a direction perpendicular to the shoreline.
Oh, you want to use this to track back the current or something? Following all these instructions, you fire a shot out toward the sea.
Look! The toy Denny you fired is floating on the water!
Start timing it now. After a while, it will drift back to shore. But due to the combined effects of the hollow's changing tides and the wind, it won't come directly back. It'll drift off course.
And through that we can calculate about where the exits should be then, that it came through.
Hollow activity report. It's almost the same as it was the morning of 3 days ago. Plus, the wind speed in the area stays pretty stable during this season, so the conditions should be relatively equivalent.
Okay, it won't be a 1-for-1, but still close.
Denny has about the same density as the Obscura shard. So once we measure where and when the Denny washes ashore, we can calculate the water's flow and work backwards to find the hollow's exit.
So Porcelumex is more akin to plastic?
Wait. it could be like a ceramic, but still, how big is this shard for? Depending on how big that shard is compared to the Denny, the plastic Denny even. Now you have to ask yourself, how bloody light is it?
I think it's probably about hand-sized or something, or at least be able to fit in your hand, easily hold it with two.
This still makes it extremely light compared if it's almost the same weight as a plastic Denny.
Now, not the weight, same density. So, not the weight and density is different.
Okay, but still, it's quite
light.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't really get everything you said, but it sounds like we're pretty lucky.
It's probably thanks to Yuzuha. She's always crazy lucky. Like, if it's raining and she forgot her umbrella, it would always stop by the time school's out. And once, she somehow got an extra bottle of soda every time she bought one from the machine for an entire month. Maybe
Wait,
that
what?
piece of porcelain drifted out of the hollow just because Yuzuha needed it.
That would change up a bit more from luck to just fate, apparently, or something.
What's up, Monato? What's with the...
Oh, it's nothing.
No way! You definitely have something on your mind. Out with it! 3, 2, 1!
It's nothing, really. I just suddenly remembered your last name.
Does it? It has something to do with luck, doesn't it?
Miss Ukinami's last name? Oh, right. It's different from Dad's surname, Lee. He said it'd sound way too weird if I were named Lee Yuzuha. He wouldn't be able to forgive himself for giving a kid such a ridiculous name. So he gave me a name based on my own story instead.
Okay.
Mr. Lee sounds like quite the interesting person.
So, Ukinami is a surname based on your history?
That's right. I drifted in from the sea, and my dad found me on the beach here in Sailoon Bay. Hence, Ukinami, floating on the waves.
Okay. What? This little freaking Moses here?
Other stories has used that
Or was it
storytelling.
the Prince of Egypt? Yeah, the Prince of Egypt something.
I see. So, were you in a shipwreck before that? No. Didn't you know? There's actually a dragon palace inside the Lemnian Hollow. And I'm the princess.
Right.
Every day, I lived happily under the care of my loyal retainers. But one day, a lost traveler wandered into the palace and told me all about the human world beyond its walls.
Oh, bloody heck.
I decided to leave with him on a whim. But once I arrived in the human world, I forgot where the Dragon Palace was and ended up becoming what you all call an orphan. That kind of sounds like a Lemnian Hollow version of some old legend or folktale.
Not kinda sounds like. It is one.
She's told this one before, hasn't she? Okay, but now I'm curious how old she was when she was adopted and ended up here.
Oh, come on. Just because you've heard me tell this story before doesn't mean you have to ruin the moment like that. Still, it is kind of amazing. The tide always seems to carry all sorts of things to this beach. Me, that Obscura shard, we both ended up here the same way.
Okay, but that still leaves the question of how did you end up here, and again, what age? Let's see. As you wait for the toy Denny to wash ashore, you gaze out toward Lemnian Hollow in the distance. And just like that, a long time passes.
Phew. finally managed to calculate it. I've nearly forgotten everything I learned about terrain analysis in the military after not using it for so many years.
Thank you for your insights, Miss Isolde. You've been a great help.
No need to thank me. Miss Tynefield, you look much more lively than back at the banquet. Seems being around someone your own age really does make a difference. All right, everyone. I'll be heading off now. Make sure to take care of yourselves.
All right. Since we've pinpointed where the Obscura floated out of the hollow, how about we head in and take a look?
Great idea. There's still some time before nightfall. Even just scouting ahead a bit would be good.
Miss Yuzuha, are you going into the hollow? Then take our boat. Mello and Ayuba would be happy to help out however they can.
That's going to be a bit cramped with 4.
Wait, hold on. Okay. With Alice, Belle, and
Yuzuha.
Fine, that will work, even with the Tanuki. But with
slab of meat Minato there. Yeah, that thing would sink.
Really? Slab of meat? Captain expected better there of you.
But there's a Dutch word I could use, but I don't think that would translate well. Like,
Grutte?
No, that's just big. But yeah, it might be a bit. It might be a bit old in comparison, but like big, wide-built, strong types. So not the more flabby types. We would call like a clericas, like a wardrobe.
You mean like a sailor? Or in some cases a door guard?
Maybe, I guess, but it would definitely that is definitely what someone would call Minato if this game was in Dutch.
Oh, bloody heck.
Like, basically big and strong enough to act like a freaking door.
Yeah, those people are usually either working as sailors, well, not always, but there has been many times you can see those on ships, but also as door guard sense, if you're muscular and wide as a door, you can damn bloody heck guard a door really well.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I believe the main thing where I picked that up from was from the comic books Suske and Wiske, which are Belgian. And I'm not even sure if those are, or were, or actually they are still ongoing. I'm not even sure if those are released in English. Let me see.
They want to look at that damn thing. I think him alone would probably be able to use that alone fine. The girls look light enough to be able to use it together, but it would be a bit of a tight fit, but possible. But all 4? No.
Okay, in English they're apparently called Spike and Susie.
I think I've heard of them. Never read of them, but I think I heard people mentioning that in passing.
One way to easily identify the books of that season series is because they tend to be bright freaking orange for the most part, with an image like in the center like a window.
Yeah, I never heard that one. Sorry. Again, I may have heard of them from other YouTubers, or people may have read it and mentioned the name in passing, without, usual, not getting the proper context. You're someone, oh, it's like that guy. Maybe I was sitting in bed or shadows wondered, who?
Okay, apparently these are called the Red series, but it's freaking orange. Originated in the red covers of the albums. Okay, seriously, who mistakes this for red. It's orange.
Unless it's originally was red and turned orange by age?
Yeah, that would be funny since the
Dutch flag?
Yeah, the Dutch flag. That would be funny and fitting because, yeah, this for context, the Dutch flag used to be. What was the other? I'm getting a bit uncertain now, but yeah, the red part of the orange flags would typically turn orange from the freaking sea salt and such. I think so.
Yeah, and then you mentioned it was a long ago, but I still remember this that they just end up deciding, you know what? It's now orange.
Okay.
But they cannot be bothered to replace the damn flags all the damn time.
Yeah. I'm trying to think now about old depictions of the flag, but I think those would be red, white, and orange. Yeah.
Yeah, but it probably could have been they changed the orange for. There are many flags with that color pattern that looks stupidly similar. Just the angle of where the colors are placed or the difference is this enough to make people unsure which one is which.
That reminds me of something stupid.
Yeah, at least with the Dutch one, you know, if it's orange, then you know it's the Netherlands.
Yeah. But I remember something stupid. Don't know if it was actually real or such, or it was edited. But it was like a picture from a storefront selling pillows based on flags and such. And you had the Dutch flag right next to a French flag version. And there was actually a price difference, even though they're basically just the same thing, just turned for 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the ship. It ain't big, but she's steady on the water. Borrow the boat. Okay, you can paddle, Banato.
Quite a read.
Let's see. Old building complex. A building complex nestled against a mountain deep within the hollow. It was once a peripheral facility of a materials laboratory. Although official records state that the lab and its surroundings have been abandoned for years, the area isn't as dilapidated as one might expect. So yeah, someone's been using an old lab then. And
probably look at the trees.
If those even are trees. After entering the hollow from where the Obscura shard had flowed out, Fairy quickly discovers tiny pieces of Obscura in a nearby drainage canal. So you follow the current upstream, searching for the source, and before long...
Ah! There it is! There's a drainage pipe up ahead. We're on the right track. The higher we go up the mountain, the more pipes are buried underground. It's becoming harder to spot them.
Sorry. Fairy can roughly estimate the direction of the pipes, but due to limited holo data of this area, we can't pinpoint their exact locations.
Okay.
Belle, we've cleared out quite a bit of miasma along the way. Are you still holding up okay?
Don't underestimate me. I'm all good.
This place is some distance from the industrial port where porcelain is made, and it's really well hidden.
According to the records, there used to be a materials lab around here that was shut down years ago. It seems the ether concentration in the area remained stable and within safe limits, at least until the miasma started increasing. Due to its advanced facilities, the materials lab once had long-term researchers stationed there, and scholars were often invited to visit as well.
What if the lab was never actually shut down, and it was instead turned into an illegal porcelain production facility?
Sounds like something Porcelumex would do. All right, let's keep heading upstream.
All right.
Let's move then.
We need to figure out who is behind this, and, well, we have one likely suspect.
User activity units.
We've been walking forever. We should have run into some enemies by now.
Don't talk too soon.
You actually sound kind of excited about it, Minato.
I mean, when you're fighting these guys, you don't have to hold back. It's super relaxing, right?
That's one way to look at it.
What
Butler just poofs out of existence. The path ahead splits into two directions. Both paths lead to higher ground, and the water flows into that drainage canal from earlier. Which way should we go? Are there any clues? Split up and investigate, gang? Hold up, check this out. There are small wheel tracks here. It seems they've been contaminated with nearby miasma. At this concentration, miasma can't multiply and will disperse to imperceptible levels after a while. Could these traces be recent? They have to be. Some super sus. Hey everyone, since we don't have any leads on the water, should we check out where these tire tracks lead? It might give us the breakthrough we're looking for. Sounds like a plan. Well, some of the wheel tracks might not be visible anymore. And try using the insight technique Shifu taught you.
Yeah,
okay,
also,
then go ahead.
I just remember something. This might be kind of related to why Alice screams so sharply.
Oh.
She's a rabbit.
Yeah, we tend to have high-pitched noises.
Yeah, not many rabbits can scream until they hear one and usually get surprised by it.
Wheel tracks. Wheel tracks tainted with traces of miasma. Looks like they're from a small cart of some sort. Following the trail of miasma might lead to more tracks like these nearby. Okay, well this is blocked off, so... Okay.
Oh yeah, bunnies don't normally scream. If they scream, there is usually a reason for that.
Yeah.
Huh. The tracks lead right up to here.
Okay. Oh, the messy wheel tracks suggest that carts frequently pass through here. Upon closer inspection, you'll notice a thin card on the ground nearby, probably dropped during some commotion. Why are there so many wheel tracks here? Looks like people have been moving heavy carts around here a lot. These many tracks don't fade easily. Since there are carts coming through here, that means whoever entered the hollows was transporting something. But are they bringing stuff in or taking stuff out? It's actually a good question, but we can't draw any conclusions right now. What's up? Something on your mind? Look here. Do you see these deep wheel tracks? That means they must have been hauling something heavy through here. Oh, well, princess. You're sharper than I thought. Hey, look, isn't there something on the ground up ahead? It's an access card. Hey, Belle, take that access card with you. It might come in handy.
Let's look
already
around
picked it up.
and see if there are any other tracks.
Let's see. Yoink. Oop. Ethereals?
More ethereals have appeared.
Yeah.
More than the ethereals. I'm curious to see if that door up ahead can be opened.
Oh dear.
Let's go see once we're done with these ethereals.
I'm gonna brush my teeth, but I will be nearby. Just.
Okay.
I'll be watching from the distance. Watching from the distance.
Let's go check out that door.
Watching from a distance. There we go.
System notice. Please scan your access cards. Press weapon the card I just picked up. Authorize. Oh good, our luck it's not... Well, what was that sound? So sorry to inform you. The device... This is abnormal. Please verify your identity and re-enter the initial password to boot. It's probably because of the miasma around here. The gate must be malfunctioned because of corruption. Don't worry, there's a bamboo workshop right by the gate, and stuff like the initial password must be stored in there. I'll sneak in using EOS, be right back. I'm counting on you then. Okay, in we go. Okay, I think my stomach is disagreeing with something from dinner. Because I have to mute myself so frequently. Yeah. Okay, if that continues, we might have to quit a bit earlier. Ugh. So now I'm starting to feel a bit unwell, but not actively sick yet. Still better safe than sorry. Get stuck for a second. There we go. Alright then. Now then, where is this password? And yeah, it looks like we're only picking up coins and such from here. So, no really, not anything that is too necessary to collect. Ah well. A nice little pace breaker. Okay. Okay, I hope it is just hitching and not actually crashing here. There we go. Yeah, even when the game semi-crashes, it recovers.
In the right direction.
Okay. Any more loot? Okay.
The miasma around here is getting pretty thick. And there are more monsters, too.
They were hauling stuff around in a place like this? That's just begging for
Yep.
trouble.
And wiped them out in one go.
A much better spot ourselves.
We were done before he even got finished.
Whoa! Our princess is throwing shade?
Never mind. It's probably better if I just keep quiet.
Road ends
Ooh.
ahead.
Nope.
Huh? It ends?
More monsters.
Let's wipe them out ASAP and see what clues we can dig up around here. There might be a passage behind that miasma.
There we go. Okay, that was a pretty good combo there, I'd say. And bye-bye. Alright, then. Deal with that, and that, and that. Okay, first off, though. No, not actually anything. Oh, well. Combination lock. This elevator goes down. The wheel tracks end here, which means they went to a lower level. Will that card we found earlier work on this elevator? Only one way to find out. Notice, insufficient card authorization. Please use a card with proper clearance and enter the password after the prompt. Not just a key card, but a password too? Since when did this elevator get such high-level security? Barry, got any ideas? I apologize, but the current device is a combination of an online system and a mechanical encryption system. I cannot effectively crack it. And, let's look around and see if there's another way to get through here. Okay. We've got one dented-ass door. Whoa, this place is totally wrecked. Looks like a truck crashed straight through. The miasma around here is particularly thick. Was the damage caused by ethereals? Must have been a big one then. But the ethereals we've encountered along the way weren't that strong. They shouldn't have been able to cause this much damage. Don't tell me there's a big one lurking around. And just think about it, give me the creeps. And here I thought those folks were crazy enough hauling stuff around in all this miasma. true. This is such a dangerous place. There's definitely some conspiracy behind this. Looks like there's nothing around here that'll help us power up the elevator. Let's check elsewhere. For all we know, this place is being run by a huge empty container. This place might be being run by the Exaltists instead of Tops. Look here. There's a bunch of empty boxes stacked up and tire tracks on the ground nearby. This must be the outer packaging from whatever they were shipping. And these boxes are all clean. Doesn't look like they've been left in the hollow very long. But that solves the question we had earlier. These people are definitely transporting stuff into the hollow. Huh, that's a little odd though. Did you find anything? Look here. The box's label claims the contents are thermal insulation materials for construction. But that tends to be very light, so how did it leave such deep tracks? Of course, someone is changing up the labels. Ooh, not bad, princess. So that means they aren't the outer packaging for the shipment. No, these boxes definitely came from that shipment, but they never contained any thermal insulation. But yeah. There's no way whatever was in here is something that can be openly transported into the hollow. That's why they were using fake boxes as a cover. But there's nothing around here that'll help us power up the elevator, so let's check elsewhere. The group then investigates the area thoroughly for some time, but still can't find a way to move forward. Well, if there's 4 of those cardboard boxes, then...
Is this really as far as we can go? This can't be right. It's not like me to have such bad luck.
Also, I'm back.
Hello back. Where's Drakir?
Don't worry, everyone. We might not be able to crack the elevator's passcode, but Fairy and I checked the terrain nearby. The cliff behind us isn't that steep. There's definitely a way to get over the cliff, but it'll take a bit of time to figure out the best route. And none of us brought proper climbing gear.
Okay, I think we might have to call it early after this, because my stomach's really starting to act up now. Ugh.
All right then, let's head back for today. It's getting dark.
Yeah, the hollow gets even more dangerous at night. Best not to stick around. Let's get ready to head back. Time to go, my lady.
I'm not sure if that's such a thing has been said before. That the hollows get more dangerous at night, or is it specific ones?
It would make sense.
Yeah, just it being dark would already make things more difficult on its own.
You scared me! You're the one who scared me! Why were you just standing there, zoning out like that? It's just that... I just felt that label on the crate looked oddly familiar. Like, I've seen it somewhere before.
Oh?
Any idea when you might have seen it?
It should have been pretty recent, but nothing else is coming to mind at the moment.
Okay, and mind is recognizing the pattern, but not where the pattern was seen.
My apologies for the delay. Let's leave the hollow as soon as we can.
I might need to check something, but with Alice I've noticed that her ears are very intently pointing inwards.
Yeah, they point a bit here and there. Like, I feel like beside the belt, her ears is also part of her expressions.
Yeah. But I'm guessing the one reason why they might be pointed inwards is because it makes it less likely for her to be startled by sounds around her, even though Yusa is managing that all fine just on her own. Let's see. After leaving the hollow, the group makes their way back to Phalum Heights. Just another 5-mile trek.
We finally made it back to Phylum Heights. It's already dark now.
Everyone? Good work today.
I was planning to tease the princess about her lack of stamina, but looking at you now, there's no point. Since there's nothing more we can do today, let's just call it.
All right, I'll contact you as soon as we finish calculating the route.
Meanwhile, I think this is getting misused a bit. Like, it does... Meanwhile is typically used when the scene changes to someone else, or something else. This is more,
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you all, but are you Miss Alice Timefield?
Yes, that's me. And you are...
Oh, I'm a concierge from Porcelumix in charge of receiving guests. We just received a package addressed to you.
Oh?
A package? Where was it sent from?
I'm very sorry. There's no sender information on the package, and due to its size, it's not easy to move. So, for now, we've had to store it in our warehouse.
Okay, the heck did someone send?
If possible, would you mind coming with me to take a look? Since it was sent specifically to Wi-Fi Peninsula, it might be something important.
All right,
Hold up.
understood. If you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave for now.
This sounds fishy.
Yeah, shortly after, somewhere in Phylum Heights.
The place where the package is stored. How
Yeah.
far is it exactly?
This is an ambush.
We're almost there. Sorry for the trouble. Since the package is quite large, we wanted to be careful. In case something goes wrong during the delivery. What? What on earth?
I didn't think we'd actually be right.
Oh.
Looks like the package is one dumbass who's going to tell us everything he knows if he wants to keep his toenails.
You didn't seriously believe we'd let our guard down around you, did you?
Soon after, at Swebian Temple. Okay, after bringing that fake concierge back, Senior Yinhu and Manato went to interrogate him. Wonder if they're done yet. I should go check. Okay.
I expected her to either be captured, but that was the lowest on the list, or she bashed him down,
Yeah.
or she ended up screaming so loud that it stuns him.
Okay, but it is a bit early to call it compared to usual, but yeah, I
be able to.
would be able to get a good amount, yeah.
Maybe if I'm able to start on time, you do this. Eat something bad.
Not bad exactly. I think just something is just not mixing together well. Yeah. But yeah, before I have to rush off to for something else, let's just call it here. Bit of a cliffhanger, maybe. We aren't in immersive anymore, it seems, so I can continue with the rebuilding and just leave leave him there to get tortured. Probably interrogation through torture doesn't really lead to anything actual good because people will say whatever to just make the pain stop. Let's see, not enough for a 10 pull there, so a 10 pull here.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Do we get lucky? Because I'm kind of curious. Nah, it wasn't spinning fast enough, and it would have zoomed in. I am kind of curious about these new characters. Okay. Oh, hello, Lucy. Fitting that we get you. Okay, now I'm kind of curious to how many people Lucy may have told or how many people Lucy may have told about the proxies.
I saw they don't mention that they are the Faithen.
Yeah.
That should be fine, but that's the biggest thing they should not mention.
What is some info on you?
Heading out for inspiration? Let's go!
What is that? Okay, but yeah, they're a physical support character. Okay. Yeah, that's a Tamagotchi on her belt.
You mean Tamagotchi?
A Tamagotchi, yeah. But how did I change that to whatever? But yeah, that'll be it for today then. So before we end the stream, let's go look for someone to raid. Okay. Let's mute the tab and let's see. Oh, good amount of people online. Ooh. Okay, yeah, something is really disagreeing. Ugh. Let's see. Did I forget to add the... Yeah, I think I forgot to add the last raid again, but I think it... Yeah, it was Katie. Let's see. So leaving them out. We've got Cited Alice, who is playing Terraria again. Or... Didn't... Was I watching her recently myself, or what did we raid them? I think I just went to watch her by myself instead of raiding. Then we have Charlotte Wonder, who is playing Mugenics. Right, which is some sort of cat genetics gamer, I believe. Theory Pop is playing Raven's Watch. I think I might have heard of that, but I'm not sure. Profound Madness is playing a game called Angeline Era. And Rosie Bronwyn is playing a game called Mugun. Hell Denizen. Okay, I'm going to take a peek at that. And for the last one here, for now, we've got Oblique Omen playing a game called Creature Kitchen. Okay, and this Mugun looks a bit like Quake or something. Old style. Ooh. Actually, these might be Quake textures. Anyways, any of these are of interest, or shall I take a pick?
Your choice, since you are the most in rush here, after all.
Let's go say hi to Rosie. Ugh. Copy the name, head to our place. Okay. /raid and paste. And... I hope this isn't food poisoning or anything, but if it is, then it's the first freaking time in my life I might have had food poisoning.
Oh. Yeah, then you're in for a horrible time, my friend.
Yeah, so let's hope it's not that.
Depending if it's mild or severe.
But yeah, well, we'll have to we'll have to find that out later. And yeah, if it is, then probably no stream tomorrow. But if we're lucky and it's not, then tomorrow, first of course, thank you everyone who may be watching now or later. Thank you, Jess. And I see that Sensei and Knight have been lurking as usual. Hello there, you two. And thank you as always, Drakir.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining watching this madness.
And yeah, if this isn't food poisoning, then tomorrow we are likely to finish with Mass Effect 1 in Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And yeah, on Saturday, if possible, we'll stream more of The Witcher 3. I think we should probably just continue with the main story, because there's probably some side quests still around for us to find, but I'd rather not scour the entire region just to try and find 1 or 2 side quests.
Yeah. And also, if you're lucky, hopefully you're not food poisoned, and if it's just a mild one, you can see it tomorrow. Just the severe ones you should watch out for.
Yeah. And yeah, potentially we might be able to finish the main story of Terminator Resistance either on Friday or Sunday. We'll have to see, well, first if I'm available, and then if Rom is available.
And me. So
Okay.
I'm usually available.
But yeah, for now though, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you all again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then.
Peace everyone, sleep well, and watch out for undead seagulls and whatever the captain ate.
Yeah. Until next time, folks.